wa wo koko ephobia
NPP amambuonti afimpo ensuanto ye NPP amambuonti afimpo ensuanto ye
wa wo koko ephobia ye beba be two borehole ewo wofuonum wofuonu fifi ye beba be two borehole wo ho near the politan kesi ho ensuo no nto a na wo the host na wo the hwehwe gu koko no so se na be ya ebesoro ye ezu enti sa Ministry of Sanitation a omo ahwe so enfie wotwe a ene nsuo kakra ato omo koji sika wo World Bank se ombe yiyi gata numu a chese omo mfanye hwe no NDC ba sa Sanitation Ministry no yebegu no ni asan dia call local government okay maybe nsuo betobia yebe yiyi gata numu nyina se na be ya nsuo no ba ebenya kwan na asen na nsuo a etayiri ewo mo
Ukraine Russia war na Ukraine Russia omoko a efa ya Ghana for efa ye ho ben ye tie baby Ukraine Russia war o hwe o tina play mu na o ka say wo call Ukraine na wo fi Accra 7,000 kilometers ansa no akodru na omoko mo ntoko a den ese yesika sem na Cote d'Ivoire so nka say Russia Ukraine na omoko. And so
you walk Roman and Tokwesi, ya Russia Ukraine war. I don't know, manka. Hey, no, and a bomb were to a whole president. Sometime no, Naman Payne, John Dramani Mahama, now a mayor president, but what the president paying, what the minister paying, what the MP paying, what in BBR propaganda, yen whole president, former president, John Dramani Mahama, Mane Babon Tinba two just said, and no, and I'm a petrol Bokosro. About take time. Yentema paying John Dramani Mama Niamra. Me pacho way yaman paying John Dramani Mahama. And then at the pump station, petrol. Goy, abide yaw. Sally 15 Ghana cedis, 20 pesos. Diesel, 16 Ghana cedis, 50 pesos. 2024 as of December 6, 2024. Bra now more chance and no man yina say yesika say and no man tete and no man yina ya basa ano na petrol ton 14 Ghana cedis 99 pesos.
107.3
December 6 and now 6 December 2024 ya ba na dia be tia me akoto aba akraba me boa san brand no ano mo say MPP aba no ma say petrol na ye ton 14 Ghana cedis 99 pesos. Akraba afa mama insanya analysis we na tie. MPP about was inflation there was saying 24%. Omukun ya ready December answer na ekoto aba no na 24%. Dollar to cedi na 14 Ghana cedis. Akraba fuel at the pump station na 14 Ghana cedis 20 pesos. Sometime no inflation na jump to 24% no at the pump station fuel boy na 14 Ghana cedis 20 pesos. Now yenya mask akrabi. And now inflation na drop ya about 3%. Inflation a drop it about 3%. Dollar to cedi 11 Ghana cedis. Petrol boy is saying 15 Ghana cedis 20 pesos. And no crowd boy abang filling station. Na sa zane sa antron ye kwaya na bai. And this abamba bibia say bibia nko.
Anabujo mama. Asemwe for anutum.
Why hard truth?
You can't we also be reset.
No kra ne kadin e so kantere Ghana for say eno manye.
And we pay there no kan you see.
Ya bobo kra say. Anya mampanyi John Dramani Mama in opposition. And was say MPP aban ti akonya so mampanyi na na do to akonya so enti e football nyina say me patro yentie ne nemra.
Nyoma say ma Black Stars mbo akoka Black Stars. Black Stars na Africa ha obi ebu ye no. Ye ni Nigeria mbo kobo a no musuru. And that Africa Cup of Nations 20 years ni Africa you more qualified you for African Cup of Nations. Africa the EFM Sudan mpoa ayo manya me na woka say and to question how the day Sudan for Africa Cup Amagana and Wasiaka.
Hey, President Mahama.
And Guasiani, the NDC, Chimuna Modiaba, no me, Modiaba.
Wash.
Because AFCON Cranny and Timian qualify.
I think on this point, yeah.
Friendly matches are yeah, boy. Yabos in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yamine Bakukra, Baku say.
You can't we also be reset
13 goals.
So mine now the
13 goals. And he has a Black Star.
Hey.
He had way World Cup under John Dramani Mama and the NDC government.
Hey. Waste management is science, a skill. It's not just job for cooperatives. It's not job for boys. No. If you consider waste as, you see, the actual thing that every human being thinks that when you generate waste, it's a common thing. Anybody can collect. Anybody can sweep. But when you sweep and you don't have a scale of how to collect, you see some debris left.
Mekas and trauma, let me use the right word, it's lies. And trying the meaning some or university and answer, oh, join the party no now, and tron dear, because the leaders themselves are lying. What I say? I say about me, what?
The mandate is for 4 years. The mandate is for 4 years. We have entered the 17th month after assuming office. All the key promises achieved.
Se Ghana for nim no mu san ma John Mahama be president bi ma enyima be sisi Ghana no obi antimi tran mo pa mo date nto enyo obi anu nyame de netina konya so pipa bit me woman kasa self etimi de tra konya nyame pa mo
Ghana had ye say ya to ababone pa since 1992 2024 ba ya to ye no so Mary see ya to ababone pa if you say we are Fourth Republic yimu a 2024 ba ya to ye to abama President Mahama ni NDC for ba power because anyama e koso Mary mu no e ha dwen pa nanka yetimi ko so watch mu chim na ke bakwa ko chim nu tempa manako we nka se kan tape no se kan tape ugo cassette ya
yeah
na o pese obonyu bi wachira no
odi pen na shift
forward na contentem nanka e ho ato because no Mahama mamu wo bu no chese ama esumbia be kato man no so se Ghana ya bibi basa bia nkoso yie na yedi timu enipa 8 ewuye August, it was August 6 and August 6
say either 6 or 8
enipa 8 we you declare National Day of Mourning you twen your flags nyina ba fem ese tuntum ama Jubilee House wo nyina yetum enipa almost more than 30 ewu across the country
yeah dey yamiase
ebo nyom di asa and that tells you enipa wo mu du o man no so ne wo mu esu no mo ban se di sitie na dabia ya ne kan papa so pa ngoma so nyane modu eni ye ntia o ka jama ama sema ya no bi ti ora won ti ase o ye nipa bi a minima koma kura e onu nko edan mu onu nko ane na koma o de be wi ase onwini obi a ho oni na busua ho de ne hia no sa na jama Mahama ne subantie e ye oni ne nkrofo atwa no ho ahia e na odwenye o man Ghana ho no odwen enti NDC for ba power say nipa be wuo say nipa be sisi ebeda enyom asem omo dia ni power no omo pe na omo ba omo nyisika anya japade enti all confess na odi ayi nyinahi mas ma ni nua mo ampene no oba ya ready de se prekunam ye di no hia so a show so se dan tentem na odi ama no enti 3 years no so kura na mo ka se mo ampene mbagie no na de odi na busuafo benya free da mama nsene ha ne azuma resource mu no no manya wie no mo de ko and Jomo ba or President Mahama no ankasa ba so be pe ne ho anya no akore ba bi so person o create dynasty bi na say o Mahama family there Ghana ha o me na yesikafo pa se say de bo Dangote din no o person no so ne din abaya sa enti we fa kwan bia so no aye ni ope enipa ewu want to declare 2 days of national mourning
the 1 day crop
1 day program keye and also be declare 2 days of national general cleaning oh and so the President Mahama City no so one hwe ya baka semen se soka enipa na wu ya ne won fa ho kra na media da bia me suspect say the President Mahama ba power esisi ni nyina ye ekwan ofa so onya power no hwe bonsam ho no oncha de kwa o petumi akọ bonsam so ma otumi be ma otumi no na obetu aka enti kwan a NDC for fa so edi wini election no enti na da bia NDC be ba power bia Ghana to rentem akese ne efemu no ya mo hwe e maybe o si na ya jan to akotena ba bi say aden na NDC mfo nko aba power ene nse akese sa asisi busa party no mpanimfo e se dun kete aka se o mekum ni pampo mo ma wini power o mo beye and then sa papa na course o mo sia na ntwie 32
na so for mpono no
so for na so
for esia na ntwie 32
na akonfo
ne akonfo ne adinsi for ne so ye
because I never see Emeka be 3 days I mean atu aban Sunday Thursday dana e call
Legon
obi free say Kumasi tafo asie ye NDC for Dr. Bonga t-shirts so amusie ye ho
na mo so for bi din so no
and the animo
dem dia ko
omo ene hihye fom awntimo kwaji mo power no free bonsam ho wie na mo wini a na afa bonsam jimoja ade atuaka because bonsam de audit ya ka no ohia ohwe moja no ohia enti da bia NDC aba power especially when President Mahama de dia animo no ne moja e kangu o Ghana ha na mokwa bonsam kwaji tumi wie na ma ba ka say mo boye Thanksgiving abeda nyame ase na obi aduma o GNTC a okọ kinsu ekwaji aketua ara na mo fa na ase no koma bonsam no amkọje ne hotumi ba ebe wini election no Yankopon yensi na twetwe o mo fi se mo ha nyame
last weekend so for bi na friend condemn no me hon video bi na video no ne se mo ana o kana ne kureturo do and obisa say asofo no ekọ sa Thanksgiving na se common pie no sika manya wahiafo ho enyom hu se tam no omumu hwan na nsuo yiri nkrofo yi wato mattress baako ana mosquito net baako pose odi ko no to those areas no odi akwa kobo omo no mususo anya ba bi de omuti ato
am fam ho
ana se mo sha se bo to so se nyene amusha se broskoto braskata enene ihuomo akofo breso akoso mo we ya amko se e ko bompai ama nsu abam
nil
ihuomo a eye se blasters ehun se o kwa blasters afa so egu asofo no bibire ni mo ase na no eyi
asofo mi enu dia gbani
yes madam lady sorry asofo bi so for young man bi o kabro fu yi no de ni ayaba asofo no se ba nyenye na jegezi o young man bi e o ta kwa akrefe o se ba o mi abelusu e no sam se ma o ya me kaje se kan kuma tu yam na o su bempa e ka kire se Mahama entimo fro Ghana konya bio no bia bi kon nsam wo moja ena Mahama ti akonya no so entimo kan kuma tu yam na wonyi Nyankopon omunye edidi Nyankopon di ho meka ya mu afe na no blasters ani bai
okosha nkomse blasters be wini
afe o se sha cross blaster be bo tre match so bo ba fie afe o so hwe crystal mu na mse afe free sunsun wi asaba crystal afe di na crystal no and when I look into the crystal and I stop the crystal and I want to say I feel the free soon we are say about crystal
we yada
enti afa na me de sell na say lady je
so
o se ba obi ebelusu no and wa share den komuna ni enti je what I say ene osofo opambo ene adum che bia ene mo di abo ani a ene wo mo kontokoi e blasters ya na me wasem ketua bi bisa sofo adum chidua abro ne dan na samoa so ye evangelist or sofo in her own way and na oye gospel musician only nya issue no oya o se NPP for NPP and na me ya also for pambo but only so for pambo so nya asem
ntia no se for
obia nim se so for pambo oya adwuma ma NDC for ntia no so no NDC for na aso so for pambo se onkeka bi nkyere wana NDC for and asoma also for pambo se onkeka bi nkyere wana na nyame somo no ayese mo nyankohwe nyanka ne awusia ne ade no eni na mo ye ya na
eni
NDC an nyame so no
boss anyo no mama ye enti nyame so mpa na yesu
Kofi Kinata
oh ne nyumele de
what I say enti no
nyame so mpa na yesu
kwa blasters no afa so ama so for no eni magu ase because nyame dwuma ene se mo nkogye akra efa ma urade ose mo nkɔ wi ase ma nyina
yes preach on
na mo nkɔ kama sempa no enche na ni obeti no mo ye den mo na su
ense ja no
ba hu kokura ni unyam
na bible se nyame so mpa eni so bi ko nyanka
eni awusia
eni sia ne kunafo ba hu yabrim enti nka sabre nsu ato
sabre ye nsu ato
yi o fa ni pe
da sabre ye nsu ato yi
anke hu
eni hu nyame asofo hwɛ IMF 3 billion na yekoje and Kufuor no asofo me nsa okuma ombetimi ama obi abetimi $1 million $1 million sike guo ho no obo ye yie
anso anya fosika
akasia no eni adantamufo eni nkito mu nyina betimi ama esi nyame som papa eni so obi kohwe nyanka eni wusia eni ekunafo ewo mahuhi abrem enti ahuhi abrem no eni ena aduadifo obi akobo besia 1000 2000 500 nema nyina akọ obi da chaos mabuagu obi bawu obi ayesi akasa bre na sofo kire do ama correction do any title do aye ma mo na mo da toka sakase da mu ne mo mba adida ni ayi sofo ba ko ne ba wa ma ne banda age sofo sari fo wa ko an ko twika koku ni pa ne ba under age ma ne twika postcard koku ni pa ene saki is na ko se
mo bro bia onu de oni ka wona mfa
aja se sabre eni ye kohwe nyanka na mo de mo nkoye empa boy kono ko bompa boboto zakase ese ni eko ye wie ni ekwa pacho omo esu ni fa omo gusu esu enti man pani no me de na me bisa me question say enti so no yiri sa na eku ni pana man bani so ko Thanksgiving no ko de nyame asenya esu na community pa na
se no bibisa se enti na Jubilee House ho no futufo bi eni o na futufo bi eni Jubilee House
no ma che
ye da mini
hwe nya atwum e wo wiase na Akufo-Addo efiri a ewa abamu no oyese o the Independence Day celebration no ebekọ region to region jo Mahama baaye no ana homa onu na oye opese ni pa bona baso eti on person man eti afekura do say on the Independence Square kura on fa konti obey ni Jubilee House kakra bi na odi CV cost
on ni so adi nya yan kitin
eti sa wo baaye ya nsuo oso ye national Thanksgiving nsuo ato ekunipa na nipa enya baabi na nipa enya baabi nya aduane ni no saka o ka say national Thanksgiving service no eno so matwam enti sada no ya ba obi amon pai woni fie na ye fa sika kakra de be ye no ye fa nkoboa sa nipa nsuo yi do mo na ka no so na ni bi si o ko de nyame ase ase fita ekra handkerchief wona wo yire de na no poku ajman uko dwom ko ye campaign na dwa bia ni kan ha wanko esusuo yi na dwomufo ma no
nsi ho
wonsi ho gono machi
abayfo to ko yesu be hu
o se me ya abayfo
to kwa
abayfo to kwa
na abayfo to ko be da ko pata
eti bi mitia na usuo na usuo ho ma dumu no
susum wi ase
to kwa
wudi yan ka ho bi no asa de obetie bi keke
I think say every day bi an yakopon kire se etumi su what you say na every day bi yakopon kire se obi nko yakopon tokwa ma no
dabi
yakopon tokwa some kai akọ god na eti ahwe na ya obi ko so ku
na nkanyame ade ni fi efiri afifom na me so mama na agina ba yekumi ese yakopon ka kire o mo se obi en fa ni se nka se o free lewi abusua no mu a en fa o se nka
yes
o so free
ho
enti de nyame aka no aka nyame bi na kunyame ntokwa ma no
eti yakopon tokwa obi nko ma no enkofo se she enkom tro e wo football hu wo kan waka so fo wasem bone and then yakopon afa kwan bi so ego mu nyina ni mase na anopena metie ba ko opambo de ba ko say if you na say ye bobo no 1:30 am or so
yeah
if you na nwumre no oso ka chela asofo bufu ni nyina ne say match na ibelusu ni ya befie na wo bom pa yesi yelusu match no
na emu
mase
wow
now yes me change here and was say na ehɔ na kyerɛ sɛ nipa asɔfo bi abɔmutimu pɔ sɛ ɔmo tan NPP na asɔfo di odifo adako yadom aka na bonte wɔ say na wonim sɛ ibelusu na enam NDC na wa ba mu nti
wanka
na bonte
yo
ntuano fa ben say
yes
Ghana wake up no hifa ni film round 32 and then 32 no
remember why are the papa one of 32
was it and then 32 you go film one of 32
waku I saw for friends be emperor bishop
big young man now your quarter ko akre fm no kabro friend
na David was say one okuma in 32
okay
they say friend no emperor bishop bediako
sir
and now was wo
no quality no
emperor
bishop
hey na waku
kafra
anopen
na no ba ku bi a ne wo ayi a ode obeya asoro no de na yi so oton hukeke powder
hukeke
ya no ye dey
hukeke powder
hukeke
o tu be ko ba bia hukeke
na ye dey
na se wo be ko no aye na
ati uhu na atudo
na o spiritual honey nso di a no be de na o say we a friend of Archbishop Eminence Archbishop na me se nko a
what the carpenter be ka ho what the carpenter be ka ho waku eno anajo ana lo pe masanya video na mahwe bi ababa no menimu no why video about bonten say CID penny for say Omra police headquarters na wo central region the so aka simbi ameletia President Mahama enu ntino on free central region no Omra we do bato mo sa afre no enti wono ase ene obeba na uhwe social media enkomo a abaso a mo se waka ye ne se NDC for akuma na ntwi 32 ana mo se na ntwi 32 enti asusun so aso ne nsuyiri a ne adade a eben metin maame no kasa na kwachi kakra kwaku President Mahama ye besre wo mo a omo na ese so mo do President Mahama ya omo ye jo security agencies no say enema bu amo ya eye nema mienu mudi gu President Mahama ni mase say President Mahama wonye tolerant wonye democrat won believe in free speech second one so le say mo pesa mo kire say President Mahama na ye wo holo sabi previousa we nyankopon and ya no mo yes so dia every day mo be chi 1000
na go do no mo de kire sana Mahama no tie
say sana President Mahama wo
enya sa no tie a anka mo ye no be condemn anka be condemn no ya sa na ni je ho no mo ye nkrofo sa won kan ho e na ye de no kire sa no tie
okay it is as
for all you know ono na instruct you say omonye
I was asking me no two thematic areas. It the first one I me say omo na egu ni mase no. Na ka me sabe chechi na ba me si di egu so. Say na eyesusu ampa ya ampa say omo na egu ni mase ana.
Because so what?
Wanti ana.
What?
Pese mama, se obi na ka egu ni mase a ekebe one off. Eke ba ko pe bi na besie no aka say be de mu ntwa so. But ababa ye adia ababa ritual say President Mahama tiria CDA one year say modern day ye god bia ye de nyakopon de na so no pon na create ne ho e na ma say mamon kama say mammo midin democracy ma ye wen say sana President Mahama o mentality tie dia ene ye backward mentality na unwini because and this idea over the patch because of freedom of expression video no mate bi mate video ni bi ade bia ni hol ma me le dire kai a eye criminal Nana ya Jantua. Was a senior presidential staffer at Jubilee House, appointed by John Dramani Mahama as president. Was he? I then party be any by moi. And so talk, Emma Oyonesi. It's our party now, Munya Bermuno, Yanko Busa, Womo. Bebe meet you do any day, man, this will burn NPP ding. But if you much as well booding. And it is a little Busa say, and Tino President Mahama, and then I'm almost my ya won kwa ba bam as president dia enso to a oyo na sie dia ya da mo so agomati popo. You guys must be crazy. Select the kasa na sie chede dia and am ko chede na ya jantoa because only the kind is assembly ba say a party bi ni abamu a na enso to a oyo neba eti dia ben kwa no ma eti yanko busa wo mo ko busa wo no. Now does it even make logical sense? Does it make sense? Say the 1 year Bermuno BBC. Now what about said the one Burma BBC all the benefit? I don't know what you musano. If you think say will be a 1 year Bermu and so to about the Bermu and the Uncle Busa and Nakufuado. Yako Busa NPP national chairman in opposition say a day and that 1 year Bermuda and so to what for Damana? Now there you answer no way to get a macro. And the guitar macro say. Nipa boni ni dio man so a o man ni si apeni enti do gitama kro sa answer no emma na le ajanto emma ye abre an NPP wa bem o sketch say nipa boni ni edio man so a o man ni si apeni enti eyadugi asem no na me dem gididi no asem na aka o bible aka na o ye ko na me so sa asem no me gidi because me ye Christo na president mama ko so aka say amamofo kwatimi ma blasters and matches enti ede ne anyini na mo ba na ntwe 32 no so a na ntwe 32 no but mama na kaye me bacho aya sa na ntwe no godo omusi o ma ni muro so anya na ntwe e ko mo yesinse so mo live omusi o mo so jam black ones na esa ita sie but sie bodamfo bia ni muro so obeti sie o profo ni muro so enti sani mani nyina ye bone a eye koso aya ye de ne yese ko si se afedi obi aba abonti abeka se me and NDC for bomb pa na written be a missing you know mame no so beba minimum da but no ba CID for mo fa ni nyina ni wale mo lutuo nku na ana mo fa ni court aye fa ni say e bank square mo fa ni ko jina so na mo nku no Ghana yamfa Ghana ya mortgage Ghana Emma President Mahama all security heads e honum no me pa botwo yamfa Ghana nchemo asaba na aba hwa hana na asemi ana pesa boso me boso kakra headline hana na asemi are CID here CID director general no IGP no opening ti ana anti no ye sa bibia ni ana wato sa fu Ghana and Ghana say wa ba surviving IGP so mo be 6 as say no mo ho bebreo yo IGP bebreo mo da so system ye ko say why are they be the official petition amasama bruni yes and the command the same CID boss say Mugabe Mase yes at live TV so I can say Ashanti region transformer le akrofo na ho no police impenifuo bi na mo mutu na di tuo de ma akrofo de bokro no arobi di kunipa me ba what say CID for atosa fena dey bo mun kan we anya atisamo eti amasama broni sheda extra petition the command CID for say CID for yes mo police for no mo na mo di tuo ema nipa ekobokro no ba na magi sales enti nka mo mesa amuti ai na akakwa mo first statement kwa ba bonten but because some Mugabe Mase here not a statement not a Facebook post it is an invitation it is the people say Ashanti region kwanu bi abekoso bia police for Ashanti mo mo shasi it is a major story and kebi pacho yes silence means consent it is once a police for you like is a police for shasi Mase kan there no yes because more confirming Mugabe Mase kan say e yam pass mo na mo shasi ntie bia mo suro say mo ko kire ba body wa ku na say o hwe de sa major fi ase akronfo ko kire no e bolu tuo ku no asesen na ade a chiye yi push back ba ye ya police vote me e conjure magic e kwachi nipa ne dia ene na me ya di Mugabe masi asem na di se ene akro no na e kwa so asade di nyina police vote no mu bia mpa so mu ni mu bia ba dom ko di awuoi ya mu ti e yesem je fe ase enti mo so ne ya ti me se se mu ni mu bia o list no
akom be chi Mugabe masi
yes
enti o suro se o mu chi Mugabe masi
o no bo bojo bebre
enti anu ti be sinne CID phone to me friend
o ti Mugabe masi a was say yes specific
Ashanti region
what was that boss ma bebre ma sa say ma police for no mu wia no me bua konta na omo de akrofo share mo akrofo share ma wo no mu 60-40 70-30 dia e mu 50-50
that's where we list to na pokudin also be chance say bo konto ko ye koso aye ku ni pe e adam bona na odi tu e de man krofo e de ko na supply tu obokudi ku nipa no ntia se se mampani Mahama asa appoint obi a won the supply to me e de ko oboko no wa appoint ne so nkohwe small arms commission so
yes
there say etenia edwie ofiti ni ma wa ka bodu esi wo tu pasa
no go be bia
eno so be sinne enya dia police for afre ayili store na poku aka bibia
ene nkofo start share video na kwana sofo emperor bishop bidi akono was 32 no musie
o say region bia no
it is NDC for mo security agencies no no samoti sanse we hamwa ana mo kwachi nipa kro no na obi a ono dia ye TikTok production na wo kana asem and was what play mu ana wo hwe de ekoso wa ase ho no mo de ma ye ndie susu so aso no a ye nda mo kwachi ne se wonye den what is one day? Kwaku, I want target to. Don't forget to say a few months ago, President Mahama Jina Bonting. Ekasa to say autocratic leader. Ekasa to say Ubia, why ku na wana is a man sending by force. Say, one ma TikTokers, one ma Ghana for now warning. Says it says signals bureau for one machine bia. Wakasa, yeah, VPN, I don't know what's about Betuno.
VPN, a friend is saying. I'm a friend simple. You know,
I got VP no.
There be I so what done no say be sir.
Okay, so you VPN there no problem. But you say we ma phone so no. I did was what we do kwan pa. We bet you that sha. Say the GPS
there be a address VB IP address if an IP address.
It's a fed wa be kan ho asem bia na menyu bia no the IP address na eba ba hwe bia wa beto
hwe we ye kwa no nkruma ne ye mpani asem no bi no sa no wodu ba tifie kwa na bo kwa no nkruma dia na ebia beto
wa ye nwa
na akọ kire wo say
this is a president wonu momo na wo warning Ghana for say me wa debele mo kan wasem mani news pa me me dia beto na mo ye sa and you see sa ehunhuna no enkosi aga it can only survive for a moment. A babo nipa num bi hu ba 1 or 2 bi but mo Ghana fo nyina hu at the moment nipa kasa wo Ghana na ne yamu hye ne se ese ba na dwen ne se the conscience but ne yamu hye no se asema me bekan menka asem bone ese be taba be
na mo se enye Mahama
dedia and the woman be media
so for jima ese who report bi na report no hu ye ne che amanya e wo lowest IQ no Ghana ye to so miensa enti no se Ghana for IQ enye lower anke enkoto aba Mahama abra ba wumi enim nya asate wo enu enti na Mahama fa na hotan oye ya na yakwakoche no ne kwa dental court ne remand 2 weeks ono kwa na asam ne ntimi fo no mpo hu ba bia kwakodu aja se ye hu ba bia kwakodu enti no gono ena me kan no se se mampani na asimo me ka se Media Foundation for West Africa executive director ne kan se ade a koso no se mampani na ni nyehu anka santia Besi na so nkasa ntia David adie mo no na agina ho amaga aboga na fokoko eti ne ye se na okachire kufuad no ye ono na amakwa ma mo ye
ono na obi agiti ngofo
na why bi
ono because based on 11 February 2022 letter na wo tro ye open letter to President Kufuad say media house aye chi wo mo ye collapse ono ni ne mali nyina no eti enen ye chi wo bia President Mahama no ya list no because asiba obi ebechiri bia no it's about him. It's about President Mahama. One so what social media so we say abeg content creation for no waka ho.
And I know so no query for a
I say GBs for the content creator. What you say? Eti o create the content. Eti make us watch NPP before and ranting them about when crying. Hey, men can say, would you cautious enough? How cautious can you be? How cautious can you be? Obi a friend AY. Yaira ya aibeni. What in the tree or country kakra? What in the tree now walk na? What is straight away? Wanya akani. Any part no so mo hwe no obi a say friend Ghana jollof. What Ghana jollof also na no ne kasa ni twiru ti say twi kronkron pa na ma mi kan. Still no makwache yaira AY. Omo no mo je the phone e go through the phone no e share the TikTok account no woni voice bia ho no was ranom memi agbani o twi the comment the papa da mo hwe no ne voice ni nie mo tia mo hwe ne me ne yepe kwaku omo ma ne da mo ma de omo ma ne da mo 3 days bone be no ye
anya hwe
adenta ku mi say efrisi ya woni kwaku do pa ye mie telephone lines say yesre wo say wo bi enkofo mfre say why na oba wiasi wo hu high court judges mienu e wo ba bi so boti obom keke ya nye choba mpo o abo e okrom
eti wodi nkomo
high court judge for mienu say high court for mienu pe say omoti ba bi edi nkomo ya enye court room ya enye say e bia ye Matters Day 30th June and e bi o makwa asori dem anase awufu sumbi eno mu nyina ababie why no wo sa high court judge for me so mutu di nkomoda adente kumese wakotcho ba bi ewo presekofo fie ne ntia ho no village ho
yeah
okodidi okodo hu supreme court judges for miensa any lawyer ba ko a na sem esa da supreme court judge for yanim ewo supreme court ohu ye machine no eno asase be da hwe maso eno cho krata akoma o mampanyin John Dramani Mahama say president una watumi no ade we die me timu ntimi eti gire hwehwem ade no yeye o mampani di krata no koma si adifo e ka che wo so o mo ncha denta kumi bone be na denta kumi yeye eti nya papa wonye ana bone abeye na Andajo Mahama wo ya nchewo
Sanke see something
eh dabi
Andajo Mahama die if you
me hwehwe
close your eyes and go me
hwehwe close your eyes and go your way say be ahun beto na Reverend Tim Fojo member of parliament for Asin South was it airplane near Lubia Besi airport yes ba ko etaya pan enti fit hey pilot no said when he at yes krom say or pe obi amoba beye tie ni plane amano we say for organizer we pie omo ko airport wo dey say woni ho no mo e mo ba Newton say ba ko bi wo da so ma he fati okope for organizer mo ba be plane ni tie amano wo ma anya ana mo frɛ plane foforo say won fa foforo mra fa tie foforo mra mo fa me sha nan Kwaku asabwe it doesn't make sense.
This is a Ghana hand account.
This is a Ghana pe. Edo be mo say roof welling no so no. Nyata mark no so so ene ye no. Kwaku omke kansam sa Reverend Tifojo kan ya owo fie member of parliament. Na masoma police for say omunko fie nkwache no. Bone be no ye. Wa anya bone. Enti to de bia na nkofo so nto ombuka se na o munye ne meye se de be ya onko so hwe bacho abanma ne esese etimu die abanma ne etise etimu die eho anya hwe ye se eye chat omoye ne se to na to so se pa we de be chewo
awu se godon we nyina mu no enipa ye bobom din se achi omu nyina omu cases no enwuyu
dabi
cases ni nyina rane wo court say ni pe nyina baba Amandu David Sando achenkwana na fancy comedy se Obama ho obia case no rane wo court and emane nyon was that krobesora no pa ne ya jeli NPP activist be 10 because case no gusu wo court yentwa mu nti anda mampani Mahama say central for a teacher or money or my boy money adina and also kwana ekoso inti Ghana for yin yen chain say ni penoa oh mampania ono na the party almost sponsor nipa diatem o ba ba mu ni edu atem ya o de ya o de obuafu it's a strategy so ya na yo yate enti Ghana for da mani me de ba me kasa na me kan go no ye kan we be for so ono de enfa ne ho na me de se me go kasa o ba bia na I so allow say salaga obi tro on the WhatsApp status so tro WhatsApp group so say MC you incompetent
ya kwache no
send the WhatsApp status so send the WhatsApp group and o control say MC you incompetent ya kwache no and once I ukra mobile phone na o data also na wo Instagram o Facebook o TikTok o yin kwad o ni yeti ya kwache say Obama o hu bibi o social media so na eye na you know 5 video and I post to video aye oh say eya na nwa hudwire and I post to video no and ye kokoche no and won so no on na social media so e bi enya na obekan enya na abeturo obe share obi post
share ya ne de o sin na
aye o kola ke bi post ko e ba be chew on na be hu sani ne ma esi etie e so high movement in the morning no twa ba pansema edu na enkomo do na so ho da so ka bibia na
na me ka garage sika ho asebia
garage project no
se o mo se nanado e da be garage sika e se nanado Ghana for ye ko empire boss twedi ampo Nyankopon se won tuni nkwana mu bi nka ho kese we nyansani nanado aye Solomon of our time simple sika no buy ono divert bi e de koye covid adwuma not as we nyansani papa we nyansani mu nyansani because covid na buy no enipa ewu the entire World Bank edi sika no ma Ghana ne se yemfa ntiti ye gatem ne yemfa nyem ma ebogo Ghana for ho ban na ensu yira mekunyan ensu yire no mai na emum ya bia kodi ewu atiasi senanado sabi wagimi a kodi sika no beto ho se we die sika we die yesi yemfa monsuo ho ban yo ensu nya nyiri ya mamon fa monse nka na nipa ne ewu enipa na wodi sika ne bebo ho ban no na omu wu but onim nyansenti no wodi sika no bi ekoye saade no ebe Ghana for ho ban amanya wo mu wo sika ewo hospital papa enipa mu wu ewo covid mu no senka enya na nado na ye president that time ena ye Mahama na ye president ebra covid ba ya misin kenipa be wu wo Ghana ha no ke babu 100,000 anso na nado wotumi tena se hunu se enipa wu a wunyane na enya yie asa ba ye sika bia ba shibia na o manu kra sayi a yani ya etimu ye betu akeka ne mese enimu kakran amo mana sa soro agina ne na so biu na oyesa enti se mo ya NDC for ne mu tana na maka se na na do divert Garrett project sika e di covid a munya sensu swa jese na do ye nyansani papa enti no tumi ye sa ade no
na tio akufu ado covid by or diabetes can be the koye kokoswe covid Mahama
we have spotted talents. Some are in Nairobi, about 70 of our staff are there. Some are going, about 50 in Lagos, Liberia. We are exporting talents, and it's because of all the understanding of we came to invest into the waste management and to deal with it righteously. In fact, my ambition has been that as for the black man, if you don't excel beyond reasonable doubt, you are not proven. If Zoom Lion is today accepted in Kenya, meaning that we are practicing what international best practice is accepted into the waste management. And that's all what has been done. Because if we are not doing something right, we will never be allowed. And some of them were tendered. We went to an international competitive tender and we were being certified. Waste management is science, a skill. It's not just job for cooperatives. It's not job for boys. No. If you consider waste as, you see, the actual thing that every human being thinks that when you generate waste, it's a common thing. Anybody can collect. Anybody can sweep. But when you sweep and you don't have a scale of how to collect, you see some debris left. It's a scale. So the concept and the fundamentals of waste management, if it is destroyed, you see flooding. you see flooding. Because if you don't have people sweeping on the street of Accra, even in your room, if you don't sweep 1 month, you see that you will not feel comfortable. So if you don't have people constantly sweeping and collecting it, the waste will find itself in the drains. And when it rains, flooding will occur. It's natural. You cannot do anything about it. So if the fundamentals are not kept right, that is how it will be.
And can you also go to Zuma, Ubia Bompa and the Chinese? What you have Bonuagu, Abijab Bontaba Pata, Danyamia, Branipa Forte, was it there? The Yanko, and was Omenazo. Of Atuazi
Cathedral.
Almost your money.
90 million a year. I'm
not a cathedral near fancy Akan.
We are Nanka.
All right, but I see Uncle Railway Minister, some of the up to you. I said, and Rami kind, and then so ye can be mono. Minority no HS locomotives now back of our banner there. 1976 string. Yeah, no, if you share do no new English memono. And I got a back of our bus, MFI railway line or so. Now, Minister for Transport and FA opening pile that Ghana Railway Development Authority and America say no train no. They used to the buy CCR from 1976 to 81 thereabouts. No way, new ones be hold here by Ghana. The here CCR no also confirm new ones in the bar. Said the amount for encroaching railway lines no train drivers will two training be bregu. Until we na type we no and an engine or say a near man ebe swa and you nipa ebe formo so for cargo train back to it me 40 feet container maku duno 50. So that is what we need now. Now my heard a type of locomotives are on the buy also heard the another time on the buy na and only a new type of power. Yan no be the kia ko see car ko mu because and locomotives na e aba no say na tie be a tour. A bit me afa 40 feet container no mako eduno 50. Nature say a fair free tema na e de call mpakadan na e de ama panto no na panto no so e de call isrim. Is it bupe or makango? I think I have to get the town correct. Na e kusi wa that's articulators na kebekwa akofa sa nyeme free tema. That was the purpose of Temapakadan Railway Line.
I am mono.
I am monosa. 1956 now, 1976 now.
If you are patent in about 76, but we
are painting your mono. And he also say bano container mako be dunum. Many that about a Juman articulator be 50 ebeyeno. Bakopi tour. Edu nyina akọ
in minority munya de no omo ba akọ ye hu ne adwuma bi ye
no by minister na kire say de aban de ba NPP aban de ba no month bia na carry pass 7 week on we pass 7,000 and edu omo
ba ko ba
I don't know.
As far as we know,
but so far, that railway line is ferrying about 7,000 passengers per week.
Nice one.
That's the old the Nanado de buy a penny panel. But the way they buy the one you might be some go for the penny pa. The cargo, and then you be free. That is very laudable. And no be nani tema. My friend say Buankra, you know. This is the same idea. So railway line free Buankra etema eba Buankra. Articulate beer so near every tema. There be some women in our monko. Women in our baby drew Kumasia. No matter Farco. Yes, yes, one cry land port. Yeah, 1 kilometer of railway line cry from Tema to one cry 300 kilometers. Into 1 kilometer crowd.
Of a people, the minister can justify, we know. Now, doesn't mean say old Nazi in the accident in Tumentana.
No, also, or not, she will say, also new ones, no. More electric and hydraulic. Yes, it be cross on one. The omit me at 2 is yeah. So,
which is locomotive. The
issue is that
technical, no my NHS say, the here the type winner, my
offer
specific.
I'm saying 3 things about the old locomotive way. No, a woman say a year for our routes. Bagana yanko yenim dana. They be enter bisim. 2 spare parts. Ebe say si ho. Emma na because of old ones we build. A new ones near ye. And this says say si ho. How are we going to repair it?
That's the second one. And that excuse or the buyer say a bar na we near hydraulic. No, I don't buy into that. Because the na locomotive one still name. The man also will be DNC do that train banwaka say machi break. NC. And if the omo pass and papa be a catcher ya, omo pan can trace. Say be a you. I'm just conjecturing. Ebi anane boafu. Anase bia de cheye. Inti yemfa mra ne yemfa meye adwuma. Fine.
Misumi ebi ane say ase kamia say nyofa ene de ba ene kwabena ba ene onu so ede foforo ba na e ofenti de yenya ne yemfa kwabena de because ofeni ho bi kwabena na aba. Eno so wo ase ya manyo semu
odi aba me so be de aba.
Ene bi wo ho no mu aye wo bi. Eki ebetimi aye ni say but esa ne say eye ofane de bae
eno mama nka say wi no waje
na me de bi hye mu amato so
okay yentie the minister no eka emra the okai tell say o me technical assessment ansana o mo kofa sa locomotives we dey aba o say ka train say na wo kan dey and the bullet trains are Germany, US, ni Japan, ni Singapore no and grand fast ni o and amasase na say so what in cry ubetuma kumase eduma won cry because 1 hour do be dey or do be dru but ye no say level ye ntimi nye say
ye to go Japan you to go
masa don't compare us to Japan don't compare us to Japan and then we are see edru no enye raw materials awo technology this technology
exactly that's
what know how what you trade development here do you go kaya amosomo ntiase development studies ne or say education non teaching no crowd non teaching anyway you go tie the minister no for e kan justification or say minority nim de omoka omo technical assessment e wo say trainway ene de ba e locomotives nti monye no ntum minister ura nipe Joseph nipe we Joseph we railway development director of Ghana Rail Authority yenti onomra.
The word D, the DMU diesel multiple unit heavy locomotive is different from a DMU for a passenger train. A DMU for a passenger train, the word D means diesel. It's like comparing a saloon car to an articulated truck. The power output of the DMU is 2.2 megawatts. It can power up to 4,500 homes. It can haul containers of up to 50 containers at a time, or at 38 tons laden. So, market assessment pointed out to class 56. I've heard rumors, of course. I've not really paid attention to them because, of course, it doesn't matter. That the class 56 is an old train. It is not. Class 56 has got 3 baselines. Baseline 1, 1974 to 1982. Baseline 2, 1984 to 1992. Baseline 3, 1992 to 1998. These are the baseline for the Class 56. Colas Rail, which operates in the United Kingdom, as of 2025, when I was in England, signed a 5-year contract to operate the RATT contract with Network Rail. That's £58 million. DC Rail uses the Class 56 for movement of goods and other things.
Right, or say for UK crowd that's you use a DC 56 no for movement of goods. We the technical man or no what do you call it, the director of Ghana Railway Development Authority, or church types of train na honum. Any day they saw near my baby was simple UK for that's so it's by the minister no when for Joseph Nipe one also Kasachre will say suitability and cost into the fast trainway
now some people describe it as a toys fit for museum locomotives. It's unfortunate that a system that could not even operate passenger rail or line today has the nerves to criticize a good vision of getting our logistics quick enough to the ports and out of the ports. They are not toy locomotives. They are economically viable locomotives that will service our logistics industry. And I am happy that today the first time in the history of this country, we have a fleet rail services that will connect our ports to our industrial parks and that will take all our cargo to our services. This is what President Mahama is doing to revamp the rail sector. And we those who have the privilege to work under him are seriously executing all his vision and his plans that he wants to do to change the way of doing things in this country. And the sad aspect of it is that even though President Mahama secured all the financial aspect of the Pakadan rail line, one of the trains, the trains they bought, the passenger train, was refurbished. Was it fit for toy, for museum, or was it a toy? I know that any refurbished train has a lifespan between 10 to 20 years. Meaning that if you give proper maintenance to such locomotives, they will last for 20 years. Now, some people.
We Minister Rajab said nuke and I say NPP for me na rail I want me ankofa train kra ama ye dwan ye de bia ba mo say locomotive no say omo kra NPP for kra de no ba ye no refurbish ko pizza de ka say 4 year refer.
It's true. It's true. Now, I said, okay, you place it now, we ain't one day at your robot. Yeah, I buy, then Tiana Babeca say, Twitter for actual was a boxy, gun and go on, Nicola boxy commercial. If you go buy for commercial, I say Corona, no more years, taxi. Well, no. Sometimes I so-called technical experts no more by Mono offer. I don't know by me, I say, Adena. Sa ministry hona or cassette chief technical advisor for no or address this matter. Because you are not expecting this at all. I'm not taking what the minister is saying. But I just want to welcome the train. Say 1900 crowd of a to me two about Ghana Hankwade. I said to me, my trouble cry my so my way. It didn't train into me. And before Jamoba, no mark of bullet train be at a become of a queen.
Of an identity sooner, Omode compared the NPP by before we went to listen to
politician
na make us say bibia no ye de amanyosem no eberem if you say clear concern genuine concern and nipa no ama technical person waba my specifics ni say say ni nti na mo say we no
before the na the buy na obi de niema kuku ka kwempa because say no ni
anti I
don't know so can say before the answer you refer refer be say enyam mo no sa. But we a passenger train. And before they pass, and no say so far start a year, Jumano, wiki be an out to be any pam pemon song, and they do a more ecoba. And about is a coffee locomotives number. A trust us. Politicians will never take a manual out of it.
But were we expecting anything different from what technical man Obechi justify say we need those trains? And no man, somebody about we expect to say Obeba Betina TV so I say oh and yet me cry me kind no man TV so cry kind.
Yanko Gasumra near Koba. Malame sonke yen hwe bosomtwe de na ansa ne akọ enura bosomtwe DC HSSC or the Krata Common Minerals Commission say the bosomtwe district enclave no de ye exempted from mineral exploration and I say exploitation say bosomtwe ho de Minerals Commission mo bia to me so mra ho no mo tok no ma chance a pipe no a grofond de fefa no pumping so fa ha o say no he TV so no say o mo approach ni nyina mo tutututu amount for gram safe for ne me wo district ho nyina DC menin so abade a but omo tutu bibia afiri ho a omo de gala bia e de afiri
now for when mo di kosi ho afi na o say Minerals Commission mi tutu bibia omo ko no where were you time omo de sa na ma we airco no omo fa space ana on Bible mu akoya no pese omo de ko Yesu ho koja yarehwa na ehwa aye ma omo tu tokro fa mfifi ho a omo de fa hokoto ceiling so a okoto ho zim no na say sa na ma ne fa so ko bosomtwe ho ana what are they telling us because
so opa no ya busa kwesi se ne krom jakubu den na galamsey equipment no etimi fa this assembly nim ne ko ra kobro forest num ekoye galame
no same with bosomtwe na no na me kire mo se wafa kontanse a assembly no e wo kwan ho pa
Maria ne ho aso ne wo
e wo kwan ne ho pa eti hwa na omo fa ye enam kwan ne so evra mu a move hotel bi wo kwan mo sisika ntoa efa mu a kosi kontanse what are you telling me so what sham omo de ade na besi wa awie afi na say minerals commission mo be permit even if minerals commission gave the permit without your consent and omo de near man what prevented you from stopping them assembly ni suni police na hwe anymore assembly
we have a left we have a right
I'm telling you police abrosign police dani abrosign to commander office so
ujina ho abehu ba bia
assembly DC kache
and the ma wo mo
we are hypocrites that's
all kama ko hine ko ogura mo ba ya okache se okotu video ne nipa nde wenya wo mo about two adato so kwaso sa okotu video ne nipa nde wenya wo mo o ka se woni nkra na ka sana na
wo de wenya kra meme hawa meme kan se
oni mo mo pa
ene se adenti na asa wo be ka te se de wo nim ho hwe wo danya ne ya adi so ya de omugusu omudi na no kwa say Erastus my documentary video ni se omugusu omudi eti aden why ni sa enre ya na omudi machines no e be sisi ho ne asemi in the heat of the way ye hu ye se okwa abrochi okọ
we are hypocrites
what are you telling me
okay enti yen komra Christmas afoforo so the statement aba yo mabeka will no munsem
oh fine
omo de true copy o say kojusa for possible for e de atuja say the male child the male child of his male child in the way day the male child of the daughter intimi ni na ade menye the maternal side no so obia intimi dey eni na ade menye say Jew pa that's a biblical way
say no we use scroll no
jade lie even Britain crown Britain akonya no
is no kwade
tray honsem ya ma no to say locomotive na abai na kofa ba we are near the fiscal discipline man no just say Ghana for huna money
yes
esokra yi amanfo a wo ba yinku yi atoboa pa bobo skana no agu ho empese Ghana for benya bie atoso so ohwe se na mabeto yi you ever train the nshase Gaza trade yi minu di on komot fi that dem nyina so kai we be show video nyina trade mapakada we la moye ba mo asata mo ko na trade bientu
oh we ba to we nim the obuka oh but railways minister no railways no
Joseph Nipe
transport minister
Joseph Nipe
ochene utiene conference name press statement where ya was it say was it railways not any pass 700,000
I said the mo de buy no for any pass 7,000
a week
yeah
into obika to say train we here na unipa ko onye serious how the vikaro unipa ko onye serious person o is serious amenyi ni say dem be wa obeka na me gidi say ade a wose nyina no so ye bo mode ane de encha kase my excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mencha ne so kokora na mfa encha kase ma president Nana Addo Akufo-Addo na dawma na railway lines nyina e ba ye atema to mpakada nyina no e ho ne free aye de e de ba enti no me gidi say the railway line aba why railway stations why railway university why say na ma we say nyina ade amaye no onu momozi wanya hwi na mom no obi a wakofa train 1940 Queen Elizabeth train no de aba no onu mom na ase ye mo na baso a say na obi ani ho asemka ka dada de so obeto the maintenance cost no and am gidi say ozo obo ho pa because e ka de oba be bobi na me gidi say e ade a eno amete owura no railways no now what can be said they are going to transport containers to Kumasi and then the north and then never will have been that way Kumasi fee never have
Kumasi so many 1 kilometer
exactly and the concentration and lines in so because we are ISCC I tema to Mpakadan apart from tema to Mpakadan so that we ain't doing baby unless you to me share nanka de wo a friend say if free Accra na setema e de ba be du Kumasi akọ said de his excellency na nado ye ansese no nanka mu ba ye no na ye mo concentration but there's nothing budget no kra no and capture 1 kilometer kra say free and kan e de ban sa wam e bi nim e ti ko fatre we ba na nya de ye e bi a manfo chop money bi na pese nyenye free ho na yakoto ntwobo we abre ya na ka plan no say plan no pa na say also ba be fa goods containers because there be a opese wo yi traffic ni free mo no e ya kra Kumasi so you want to decongest the road yes I know ka say it work we ya train na train no si ho railway na bia ni wa e fa so e de aba Kumasi na e de ba de na opese ka che and this for na wo win say Ghana no ye nim nyansa o because ye nim nyansa ka sa nyama we say no ka o mu ka ye ntie ke ba ka to say mo fa masem ni konkotu ba bi na ye fa bibi ni ho what I say because adwuma na wo say wo ye and say His Excellency Nanado Dankwa Kufuado standard gauge rail lines and why we was a bridge the first time in Ghana's history why a bridge over the river water why a bridge railway bridge at the Faso trains no Koba they be a friendly pakoba obi enwa obeka se bia obefa ne ma eyebone ne mom no obana de bibia be politics a eno na ya ne hadwene. What I say, that is where the problem is. Bibia your politics to NDC. And I want the train about, and I want the train. Na train bagana ha ebini, and then a train bagana. Cargo train near Fanwa Adum Anabwa. Yeah, and another fish ne. Your friend is cement near the ding. I do my yanny be, you know. I acquire Dum. Where was he? Where we ya? And the man there, Mahama is the first person to bring container trains and one in near the actually away. And I say, I will be inquired and commit me to be handled. Also, tell you, I will way. I offer almost for be Anton Chain. Or whatever, Quayana, ye person, you wouldn't say. I never had dinner who person we ye, a Buagana. So I say, was a Uba ye crown, ye won't say, a Bianca, ye drew a friend saying, Macadam. Like I was what be ye be a caho. Not your room will be, no room or not emergent. So I say. And I said, I could be a while baby here. Na ke dia bom na be bom ewo your friend saying one crack na be Kumasi near the kosunyane near that is the plan abano that no ye or ye ho adwuma gradually and nothing or TBB your friend railways ministry and you know na yes adwuma we nyina but wo ba ye railway ministry no watwam na better as makofa train ba the train ba ya be ba be fa cargo na matwa said the be ya traffic na containers e be Kumasi ni twa wa bra woni railway line 1 quarter kra 1 centimeter kra e be Kumasi enti adada no mo be se o mo dada Ghana for enti wo di train ba use train no na train na fa nipa ne so ho ye adwuma me gidi se wo ho trains no ana me bo
almost mo de no almost mo de kra mo se ye o mo de ni de o mo de abe ni locomotives
o ya na fa ye de no ba
o se be so ade ba ba ko bi abe fa container be 50
issue ana ba ko no so fa nipa no we
no so mo de kra bo kan so ye refurbish
oh me please I brand new in some kind when I refurbish one
mo de
obi na de makogu kwan mu obi yi anu anka yi papa na anka zabra na wayi we aba wada na onyi ba ko anu so ye adwuma yi anu bra no ye nhwe bia se no ni wo fi se wo titre we mu ni aka se kotra atotro no aba kotra train no ni train we say adu ko won be pon se de esi twa mu ya ye we la we standard gauge first na wo bibi a friend no narrow gauge rail line no na train ne kwa na wo so esa no hwe train papa ye de aba e fra nipa adu wo mu kom pakadan tamatum pakadan hwe all these years na bi ni ho and this veterans nyina bi ama and this veterans nyina train ba kokra no fra nipa enti na so we aba na se wo ba ye no we wo ho aye adwuma na wo so de bibia ba be fa kagwa edi kwa se wo de kill de wo ho no ana me bo na so wo be ma wo my first minister aba bontin no aba the catch was say at least every week bia no it me convey enipa almost about 7,000 na just say wo kekan no na nya de a me gidi say ade e wo say nipa kura no ye de ani hwe what I say it ni nyina na ye ma ye ni na ho
ba doctor ye hwe railway line a mo ken Buankrai land port mo sha say ye ho adwuma mo anwie de ba mo nyima nye railway line 1 kilometer crowd ti kebele na Buankrai land port de tima operationalize
o ye process o mo say o ka say wo twen say wo be ye railway line san wa ye Buankrai na anya de abeboa what I say because abibia no so project na cost wa ye side by side wo hwe Buankrai ho kon na o mo jam ada avenue bia no na lines no be fa e de awuram aba inside o me wo video no ha metimi ama wo na metimi ama na onso anya time na wa hwe se de ade no ekoye ba ni nyina no ka cho se na aban no ewo ani so ade hunu a opese oye bibi e de ba beboa e ma railways no eye adwuma e ma Boakra Land Port no ye adwuma enti wo hwe anwode a His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ede share railway lines no mani dwumadi a no wodi se be ya e betimi aboa na yetimi anya lines na ma na ye adwuma wo se wo se vim no wo ana wewe ayiwo hwe Boakra ne so a eye ba bia ɛhɔ na wewe ayi ni nyina be de e be ba besi so atase cargos ne ade nyina beba na ba begu ne adwuma enti no ba na se won so no se aban no bai no ba be ye be ye free tomato pakadan almost about 89 to 90 kilometer ada na won so bai no mo ani mra Ashanti region there na onye ana se onu no I was NPP na saye o bai na won so be ye bi sa na agro ne tie sana gwanda me de o mu di bia politics na edu tem bia na ye metai but o mu se wo so ba be cap o be ye no politics a no mu ka se o enfanya politics de Mahama ti wa oyi won we ka se o enfanya politics no mu enfanya aso wonu ana de ye onu ana kofa ba o kofa ba no obi be ka bia na o be ka se o enfanya politics no ne ade na ka we ko si mu se military ba ye de be fa cargo that's your beef fa cargo na fa ko so if is 1940 the anu na yema wa aye fine anu na kuna Elizabeth na twa no sa trainway we dey in history kuna Elizabeth na kati tape di twa 1940 now see anu na abekọ no akosiesie na ba now if is anu na betimi afa ayi di ama wa that is okay because we na ya narrow gate and am refurbishing no aye no fence standard gate rail line obi anu wo problem ho what did they make no but obeba na ba be ridicule the wo dada no said the wo na efa nipa no mum no eye wo dia no na ade aba na Mahama na yewe na Mahama na yewe ya Mahama na ye de oye den na ode kwan okoye na kozi say so that say enti no me de kroni nya me anim me didi say obi a opese wo hu ade papa Ghana ha ye no me didi say onu ankaza na ne be hu ekwa na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo fa so a otimi ye sa we line si nyina aha obi ansusu kura say we be fa obi ansusu omo voter region wan na hu bi wana na hu bi obi ansusu da se tire beti akopie mu o e friends pakada through water leak obi ansusu but eneko wo je say NPP ni bi ye ho argument say na ba ye na ayi na nadu ye say na nadu ye say ayi adwuma ene ye na adwuma we say so anya we la ne nko of a message ma video ba ko ahwe university na wa ye wo be hwe ba bia wo mu repair trace no ne ade a wo say ayi ho architecture okay abane ye de to ho se be ye be boa na yetimi aye den yetimi anya railways no eso mfaso wo mo mbeko university no esua a ene aye kan no enkola wo ho a obinum esua de ba bia o mu ye maintenance nso so ye sesi ho kama enkola wo ho a ena no o mu so ye sa maintenance etima se wo mu o mu nya sa party politics no na wo bibia be ya ye magana fo hu se wa ye ne yetimi de akoye ne
gracias Dr. Kwasi Chiri no Ralph Frank to champo Ralph Frank na hoye
for Jesus go krom kakra didi so so hoye
that's it compare le koso de
kakra ya so shi kakra
sa kaso
no the plan was to go for the communications officer position but
na ese nu sama on one for six
I remember kakasa there but we did this I hold the electoral dynamics in the war for recruitment is such that a purely tribal. I will not means west. And
what's the sound,
yeah, and to go for an executive position.
Okay,
executive member of the constituency. Into Honamiko say, okay, I don't know. Now, your opinion polls on them, you quickly, resign your decision. This is my own. If I'm a chair, no much no offense for Kosichi. I'm in chair PV Jantua, the regional chairman of the party. I'm chairman of Fulcrum delegates in Asumich. If I'm a Darcy, and then come on, you didn't know, very sensitive, and then we share the railway system now over the years. A papa for by energy. That I know how gorgeous back time or Nina Omo Ediba and View Nanka expectation is and I hear kind sanka also betting team Nadia Nibina railway system no as I heard you but that wasn't the case. And she begin say Ura Mahama by and in first administration no more imagine no Osha Enyoma Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso for Yifa Yakwan Iswa, Debia na says Yakwano. But in Comuya there, Omu estimate no would the free Tema port, Ebefa Kumasiako, the northern sector of this country and beyond. No? And it's how they befa in Pakadine, Akusi, Savannah, Debris Horror. A horror moment a shorter. That is if you are to go by rail. And you know, and car. Young holy the tema Bankra inland port. Then can fast railway system near the Enfa in Paka Dine and see the Savannah region. Say the Beya, one more Burkina Faso, Libya for Niger and Mali for you, no matter and Cambodia for them, hormones. I short a moment. Since you try to capture the Ananke did this segment, Fufi and Tata and this Amanukono, a core position, and I know NPP for so a buyer. Nti me gidi some buy some be o ma famu de ese do mbetumi nti omkoye bridge nyina de to voter lake ne so nti na nka ka se ye de trains no ebeba na ahye na djuma di ase eno na me gidi some ko fa train bi buy ko fu bi di ka o mo ankrofo no be minim se ho ko fa ka bi ko si ko ma train no akopie mo na antumi anya djuma bi nti ya ban ba ya ndi sama nyoko no buy na msi no se ye hwe se de containers near the Yifa, the southern sector has no, say acquiring near the idea no about here. And I say it will be prudent, say ye be sir goose train no, I know the containers and one on a befa, ye de beba. Now to me I use that route na ama yakwano so nya home kakra. Na mrepamu ya sign I extended to the various regions railway system no. Na no de nya de befa nipa passenger train no na sanya goods train aka ho because me am bebre but nam papa adwuma wo Ghana Railways Corporation time na railway system dey very effective for Ghana ha say no na enoma bo kra no ne entantum why because goods train no and then convey the various goods BTC cement iron rods na that na goods train na deba into bad say na very cheap and safety enti enoma bo no na enkore nim bebre say entire cry dey entotunum but na railway system no and also railway transportation no egu na nyina ye dey ye ring na akɔhye cars mu no eno na da bia no ye toto enomam so enti mi den ka binim se senke ye bomodin asoman na ye the railway system no yi pa no enka the rate at which I see to no Ghana ha the rate at which inflation required to me a cost that no and can from because it is known that railway system or railway transportation is the safest and then the cheapest and no crown fuel or use no crown and you born yet didn't say your petrol one where the be to go come we are and think about Buapa into say papa no the Ghana Railway Authority papa say you be convey containers in the northern side and as I say onion from so and it's not out of place. The honor trains no na say goods train ba be no and the atu Ghana for nyina nim sabotage to ntia this goods train when buy no is to convey those containers na ye yifa the southern sector has say yakwan no ye de befa mpakadan akosi debris Savannah region ho na omoso atoaso de afri ho akobe gidi say good initiative say omamuni nyina ye de ehwehiem na ye bo ban no chidoma in the coming years, you be some pampa no. You make very good investment, and of course, but you say and so you be extending it to the southern side of Ghana. One cry inland port here. So now NPP for the friend is a pepper. So mbabwa aye one cry inland port here. And can you say in film or film more? But be na your papa kofo ya kodu NDC for so beto aso kakra no enko mo di mfin go twene ma wo no nka wo sen at least obo ntumi awie kura na nka ka bibi kitu abi anka e ba finishing touches nka ya nka eno so ayi den ahyase but I don't ready 8 years ni twam no ya mo fa hwe anka ho bigidi se ne do wo fa ho ko no wona uduru sa bia ho no a it's nothing to write home about intino he was to be the ball ubia about the railway transportation organ as here NPP for now was this as born about mom na yan NPP NDC for of family that's it tata osebon yen fa so board momo say onim de worker o da onim de worker what Bankra inland port adwuma ye NDC by o man ko o man si ho one day adwuma bia no mko ye ye you feel what you want also can we say NDC by answer na NPP ba wo benya
the PND the Pinica one when you're 31 years. A Democrat, you can't project as someone. Why do you do politics with it? You can't project as same. Like a woman be 8 years old. President Kofi said, you must come. What be your fear what we want to me a review. What about the blame NPP? What is all this? And then my dear partner, we shall Ghana has it. What buy you no Kawaka send me buy my baby and NPP for buy now. Who might be to dine. No, because that project. One go home. Obiaka Zomuko one bois. No video I acquire your coach project no. Baby are not junior there. The Yakopo Dum. Yera, Utum first mine, and penny for a Mumukoshe. That time on a project in the Kosono. Miankasa, Menana, Nana, or Sequam Chichi, or ye as at mine in Kosohene. Emma, all inviting me come home, Emma made many. Coach, I was saying Ekoshe. That day, Yako Kumasi Airport. Ye few ye bar Central Market. You feel and you call bankra. Many need no videos for everything. Baby, and I didn't do. Acquire no my year. I don't know my sister on your dinner. No videos why bet me their chair. And this is one call uncle Yibia. But me that they make canning and say, when you're more opportunity than anybody in Ghana, when your opportunity more than I bet you are Ghana. PNDC, you know, or cause obey a provisional, the National Defense Council or your provisional. Provisional, no quite 11 years. Provisional 1 year 2 years 11 years ansa na wo bebenya aban so try ya wo ko transmogrify wo akose ko ti betra so efie nwatwe wo wie ye no atamanse ne Mahama wo ya befie nwatwe ansa na Mahama we asan ya ba bio eti wo kra de ye ka bibia ye development ane niam ase okrom a aka wo nka bi mo na mo be say niam no NPP ba ye de wo so ye no wa ye ma prove di akiro say akwan we ya ye ka say we lie ya kan wasem no ya ye e di akokan pakadan ka jem say ye boa
ti ne shase
me say we say we
issue technology ti ne say pakadan project ti ne shase
ene won ka bibia o ene won ka bibia bi o because project de bro wa people na shase a wo ba be ye e ti won me argue what did I make an say person argument na de be ye adwuma de a won me argue go project no be bro wa NPP aba wa shase e na wo ba ya wo so wo ba be wie e ti na me ka bibia say ene ye shase no o ye fa na ye the sense na na do na catch sword onu na ko catch sword or bridge ho onu na ko catch sword or water leak onu na project na say anu na ko wie mpakada railway stations a wasisi makoma be say nwotwe me de aye bia ma wonu a uhwe ba bia railway station ba bia wo be maintenance me de ama wa wonu a obetime de atozo kakra bi ni ahwe o wie so a na fe watwe university no so o de asi ho say be ye be boa ni nyina no encompass say be ba be boa railway sector no na railway sector na ye dey etimi akonanim eti wo ba ye mfie nwotwe na ko watwe say wo budget line ba ko e ka che say ya be shase na pempese ya ye de free ekra be kumase NPP for etimi anye accepted adena wo buy NPP aye every time akoka mpakadan won so dia wo free time be kumase ne way wo dia wo ye free time be kumase ne way wo na wo ka so be ye kra no ye standard gauge de ne tie fia bi na ekwa na ye tugu chaka no bi na wo de ba NPP buy was here for standard gauge because I know the US nyina de ye adwuma sisi and okofa no buy fefefe na na etwagu a enam kwan so fefefe a efa nipa a wonu ankasa transport minister say almost about 7,000 passengers every week na 7,000 passengers in a week wo fi say wo mu nam kwan so a ekanya traffic na beba kwan so anya traffic na beba kwan so na 7,000 in a week a wo bedi wo de 4 weeks no anya the first 2,800 e ni package wa eti Mr. NDC mo obi bifufra mo famra na de mo ko ni sesi ye de ye chance say ye ties mo so a won mo be pe bia adwane afa o because mo ni bibia mo pese mo de kire ana woni ade a obetimi aka kire say wa be ye wi eti mo me nyina ye mag NDC for say you had more than enough time e ka mo betimi a change Ghana mo ntimi anye ti wo bifufra afabra na mo nya na buy when you
yeni yakọ ofa de make an say 20 na aba no omo de ne say enye papa ne ye ne ho anwan no it's efficient train na eba no sabi Ghana for yenim de aban no nim de enu nti no akofa and purposely say train we ye de ba say de be fa a good train enye train ya nipa na eba betin mo ebe fa neoma afa tema every tema port ho na de akọ Pakadan all the way to the Savannah region say de be ya midi kaka ye no the northern side of this country, almost so engineer man for Yakwan using Yakwan and say a very good initiative. I was saying now your boy buying a basona boni chidom now your twasso because who say and your one kwana sabi a DV about the southern sector a passenger train near the internet so a dihujuma French plansa fad.
But I say ever tell the NCO now you may sika some fiscal discipline said the minority no airbo buying finance minister specifically so boss say sika ho sika good them na Ghana for huna money sika was buying access $200 million World Bank facility ho at force fiscal discipline tino on be so be release sika na no te say be na more than so can the same thing say na buru cry and to at force person balance books untino or lazy sika man see entire is that a case said our manage economy euro bond a kai idea with tia way minorities just obwapa with holding money to boost the economy bema Ghana's kasemo apeja no be edi na so kire say o toto ne emaye inflation above from interest rate above from the keka ho nyina ache say o ye ne ye okito no so da bi obwapa sika no so se be ya books on me kama Ghana foko dwomu a omu ne maso doctor
yeah but as a pa atu de say de bia me ka say oya atro and tro kwa oni bibi papa bia wo edema Ghana na ni nyina free president na wo no president na eboa no ma ne yes ane ma we say enyina no kure ni nyini say obetimi atrans ya kasa wo ska na omanwu wo diska to dem ma omanawu ofa be yes a
David
kora ni yare yes ye pese obi ehu say wo ska ntia diska no hye dem oh say ne ma we no ma ya edikan akofa edi ensuri bebrebe di abai no ensuri nyina frisa atofo se ne mama omu na the cause of the problem because Mahama ultimate transi e ka chensa de we important say ye be ya me gidi zanka atofo se no nya audacity to say me pese me release this car ano no na emfaso be na woso project ya shase ya World Bank project ya shase ya hodwuma almost about 40% are completed. Now, Ubaya, if we last year, 2025, the whole of 2025, what my contractors car? What my contractor capre? That's what my contractors can as a contractor and so and to me and Yajumanoa. Next, you never far. I don't know the problem, Uncle for. I don't know the problem, Bemobi. And I never way in answer so no idea I had to memo for. Timamufo na home because no credit na me ne so hwe say the timamufo no ye hu say amafo niam a ye nto amafo ade a wo mu ya emfaso obi amaso ma wo mu sika wo mu pede ya adwuma wo mu nsanka na say mu baabi wo so kwotena baabi kodi ntro say wo diska bia ma agric minister so mfa ma me entro kwa ni ama 1.6 billion agric so mfa ma me o e be di ama o mfa na fia ye 10 year na we do ya tem na we do ya tem ayo na drusu ya de o de aye no o ma na ye mobo education no all promise na o de ko because when you be o de ye was won ya say won ya 90,000 teachers ana me boa 50,000 or so 50,000 teachers and your man is case won ko for 5,000 as a 4,000 and I say no offer be 2,000 7,000 so you have 50,000 now for 7,000 or black classrooms for was a teacher for coach there was my tres can so akofo ye adwuma enfie be say afie be 14 months unto muka next for ye adwuma was me tiska so metwa koko ye dia bro free October last year 2025 October November December January February March April May June July almost about 10 months was me twa na utiska so what is we there and I'm facing from and we are you see and akoye there importance be pa na wom wa brat mamufo ni nya hoto sanja nanja odise osi koko osi woko ni kromo a ne ye pam no ade osi kofu ado ebro no kofu ado atuko za na fe no atuko no mo ne de keka ho ya nanado time his excellency nanado baby a wo bia no ma me peja muma na me na wase ne ma papa wo ye bekafo osi his excellency nanado time no na ebro bag no ye 12 million. 12 million is equal the same thing. Bernard Muna number.
Yeah.
12 million a bag. And soon as you talk, ube tube we are obey your bro no ready no. Articulate an ejiko. And then a bro not here from have do 3 million. Will be on top. It's also that way. apata no so fo nti obi akoto na bro e de fertilizer na de agugu so no ene nsuo ne to continuous say de to won kra ya me Jesus ka obi abro je se okotugu obi akoto na bro agu nti woti wona bro we wo trim adwenpone we say wo trim a na wo physical discipline na ne say o physical discipline no pa na ne say oh what transfer means fear for nipa as we speak record no ya almost about 37 people dead still counting ka ba ko wo yi free odo no na nipa sem ka ba ko afa nipa ni sheka num na wo wu as wo pro ahonhono kakraka o sem because of jeben so called physical discipline. What is this? What type of discipline ni wabra won spend ma any atimam for won to nipa 37 ano kura wie ya kura president any de na ni age awo sa on any vice o musa doa on o musa o yi han quite handkerchief sa awo stage so because the kodenya me ase yakuma na ntwe 32 ntini results na ba ya bedenya me ase ena ya di denya me ase no e di denya me ase na ka kroban ba na no kura no ka state of emergency bi aba ya kase kura no meje di sen ka ba na no e ka ma about 3 days of national mourning for those people also ka we say na BS dada o June 3rd no kai as a June 4th na nipa 8 ewu ana hwe voter region ensuo na fa nipa afa nkofo eno de o ma no dwum obi aka wasem se fa gina je fa ayi gomashi as enye 5 also ntimi kasa be kan me bia ensuo be fa ho kakra bi asanso boate enya so odi na tem di na ten NPP for they don't pep the plight of the voter people and pep voter for asem na dade and na uti so en ensuo afa o se ntimi mie na no kra se o ka se ensuo afa no ti abakra ma ne mo ata se ke ko hwe de esi ho okay ensuo fa nipa wo be so ye no matrase no mo ye no mo ti wo na mo sa na to a wo sa we no wo fi se be so problem we say ye ade ba ko na kofi make de awie ni se wo fi se covid ni si ya enka papa obenya board me did se ba na do his excellency ena ti akonya so enka update ba na ki akacha mo se bia mo a ensuo na be from area no e bia mo mra Xposed stadium ya cheche be bia mo ya sisi tent ana mo medical care bi ha mo pe food stuff amonko yi de obeka ni se ye ko diska no nti 300 million ye nyinko okay ne yi 300 million said ye be ya e be che no we se nkofo boto fozu kwache no omboto be se dewa ombe diska no for nothing I
think say politics ne but they do time do for ya me nya bit discourse kaka no somehow kana sika be kwa kodi bi boto mu dewa why no ko hu ni say ya cha ban sika me dey akogo ni
but there's no plan for that
time COVID buy ya buka say ye be che mo amwan no budget be na mo de buy and plan be na mo de buy so that no be some go how that room ya na was pay because mo buy bond for butre na o kasa meti ha mai di wakade obekan wiem to me dey so Euro bond nko amoji no ma we mu within the period of 8 years and it was around $11 billion. Canada Ghana was say here titisika. And now no the euro at force na wo friend so your true phone. Wakutu e kana mo bottle ho no $700 million or the akoma wo mu. We na sabi about body anase mana mo. So eka yantama mo de beto Ghana force gradually NDC amanyoko no ye boy ho modi bia sasa aka de be ye free ho na ya Friday atoto ikasem yi emase esikasem agina brane very unfortunate say insuyira bae no nkran sebi omu akọ ahohiahiem dodo na bom behwe omu kra sebi momo yako busiano mabusiano yako no musabi omo mahwere omo japade omo cars omo fie ni ade no so to mo shede ni akase a chance na mu den a ebetoto nyoma ama sabi omo so no anya ba bi ede omo tri ato eka ze ura to force in maintain physical discipline na mi gidi say ye nyina na ye num sam de ekoso o ma we mu sese ni nyina na ye nyina ye num say obo inflation will form policy rate ene we babu na ko bank say wo koji ko pesika kakra de baba ojuma dia interest rate ne da form akama a won so no obetima agide do de abo ojuma dia na no so akona ni e de ama wo enti media the minority no enya adwene say because of our physical discipline into no ya to o minor jejemu ama even flood na buy or more victims no kra no sabi ya hwe wo mo not more is in operation omugusu the affected friends people no ye na ye omaye baby asabi omo di omo ti beto aduane omo bedie mattresses omo bede da so nya ade no ye call omo ne sa. And this is not the first time flooding aba o man we particularly in Greater Accra. Mama penso nyina no na sabi bibi cha ye dey e wo ho da se ye bo bi so bo dia e den ka ye mame abnada pa na wo se ye bo no so bo hoping 42 million good from Israel hoping 42 good million American dollars ye the man so down river one for team NCC river na say oh for that river dey na nya no kre o ye no kre bia ya fasa contract na ma
fasa sem we se nyina no kre bia nim
dey na nya no kre
ko me pa cho o bia mo bi 42 million ona me se waba wona wo ya abamu wona wo abamu waba so odi pa na fa agi 42 million no anya adwuma na da so ti wona happy esa na da so di we say ka say
offer me ba or the contract
offer me the contract bi ma
or the contract no in contract mu try say wodi dwuma no but on the surface and as in reality no adwuma nyanya
my contract na be no de ma
for there some we nan ko ye be
what you say one can ma we dem ma kola no meka because we have to prove it
sir mami abnada pa the contract or that river no
so when you
what the minister sanitation minister for that matter or in charge no pay number by contract
don't do that
so that be of me yes I no correct some or that river mami friend abnada pa the sa dwumadi ni ma contract so onti or that river ni at the end of the day dey go see so born who modern edis adwuma na nkanya ne say wie and there your friend to tobri nkranfo so be tempenten kwa no nti wo so obi subu aso obi onwene nipa ho onwene Ghana fo ho NPP amanyuko na nya sabi yen NDC for the sabi a friend say obobo yeso say because of physical discipline nti jaja nkrofo say sabi omunko wo enya ni sa yen sa de no owura jodo mani Mahama onye sa de ne da se nipa nkwampa na ho na se de be ye bia Ghana fo be ka say esika sam ye nti no nipa ngu de bi yen sa de no da and we kasi sudia e de atu Ghana fo nyina anim so owura John Dramani Mahama wabada enough say obehwe ma obi biara na ho torch ma o Accra flood en mu bia no ye bebo nipa kro no so bo nya ba bi ni tiato na de obi di so de Ghana fo de agire no
Doctor final word
yeah me final word ne say of me pa cho uko year uko friend say
Ghana web
70 me nya Ghana web me ko modern Ghana of ari ni me sell with all due respect so betimi abo me a enka o twa ma me 2013 17 January President John Mahama cut short to begin a project to begin the drainage project in Accra. The project is expected to last for 5 years. The 5 year sewer project will cost Ghana 663,229,494 Accra sanitation sewer system. 2013.
And here 2017.
2013 me pato offer. Shema me, what pato shema me so. 2013 one kasa beti mi agogo. 2013 no. 63 million. Ebeton ne want me anya hwe. Enti anu no make catch say Mahama ko discount. Sana pesa mika. Obi o pesa o hwe bia no. Onhwe Mahama cast was the president cast to start Accra flood management project. 663 million US dollars. Wakodi. Odi yadan anu so bachame. Odi yadan. What boche? Kama me.
Me hwa.
What say am me? Kama ubi anu akan.
Mamenka kwa me plus. So me relax and that is what I want to tell you. Or see, are you surprised someone who spent $43 million to desilt the Oda basin has $1 million US dollars? That this is from A plus. And that's my make it as well.
Authority.
Honorable, or a member of parliament. Or a member of parliament.
The patrol. On the authority, say. And that books in Kutamo. Every finance ministry on
what you
me patrol and then crack. Bibia Kutana, Obia Kodiska, we are over your tour.
That be books in
oh, me patrol, Janya, which was on Pecasa. But my point then say, contract no demand over Hefa. What will be my contract worth $40 million?
Okay.
That's what be my contract worth $40 million. I want more demand. and to one nipa ko de man no no ne say de onam na so ka bia won say yankola no na ka point ne say de me de show currently na minim say wo hwehwe say Mahama ono no wakwa gisika 2013 17 January so de ba beti odomu or the Baba Yajuma ask me. All right. Well, first can I get the time? But you can hear who's a Mahama, and I dear what you'll be at home. I don't know the Kino Mokuno. I won't fast Waba, and I know what you do. Was it? How many what's almost of one about he said, Womakuman and Chief. What say? Only a second Ketia and a Kobo, no Kuman and Chief. Take it to was of one in a car. Evidence where we can be. I know. All right, 16 regions, every region be almost about Kutia. Right, what I say, and now all some what I say.
Omanpanyi se fida ne memne da yen cleaning up baby na kwesi raise issue about allergy says yetiti got temo afedie egu kwan nchen na chese the next rainfall and from akakre bi pe ni now goes back into the drain na asan statibio gmet eboy ekoko 50 February e anya ho hwe now share gmet report now that's Ghana Meteorological Authority as an agency omukeka nsem we nyina say in tobeba above normal if I could see him. I say I share hand na babidu. Na yedi nkomanso na ba na kwesi su eto say on the 50 secondary school days da. Say still no. Na ma ko hu say.
Yo Kwame dance. I mean share with you for.
Yeah Joso.
Say weekend ya be even say. Clean up wa hu.
Friday Saturday.
Ne kwa so ano because the way in so no buy na kromu
it's a professorial punch. Yamao in the spirit of the season Yamao AstroTurf.
Oh, AstroTurf. Well,
David, grass.
A green carpet.
Green carpet.
Football.
Sometimes in the spirit of the season. Oba na Kenya nkoka. Internet yonka bi.
Kwame mo carpet no efe. It is AstroTurf.
What can say Muslim kamaka bi?
But who's a football so that's I can't dear back but Neminka.
Yo, Mati.
I dear back but Minka.
Menka.
Last week, Mikain.
Anna Miniha.
Now, go here, Bonana.
Make her head back, go here, match back of Philadelphia. Oh, Mohana.
There been to me, I show a blesser. The Kwa country.
Oh,
we are Hoboko,
now Obioko Stadium, they were out because Stadium do be able home.
Kwame,
almost catch yourself Tiwa. And can cry now for coach. You can get better house.
Now, Miko Jesse Mihono.
Oh, that's not in a stadium.
Kwame, what Jaina ho.
Oh,
ayo who could Aquasha Stadium America ko ball. What job ya open age kum one channel kwaya wo fast wo ko ball living.
Na so penyu nya da jinko.
E bia no penyu nya da je.
Kwame do wa da je pa.
Na kwame do wa da je.
Na kwesi
nya da jinko.
Okay. Yo.
Enti no anu.
Kwesi mu no nko nya da je.
Ga o catch mu so te ho a. Na ke won kra bia na ke dia fa so. Cause na ye won kra pi.
Ama coach no.
Crossings na na emba.
Yes, Sam.
Into Kwame.
Yes, Nana.
In so na sem there, Sana efino abano. You hear one big national effort. It is a see a clean up. A bands will be dear nim near ye clean up. Ne kwa so ano. Yenya yebenya dajeno yemboa. Loli kwemu nipa demo ebia. Our neighbors be some of the areas bebia. In so no koi a man for them why ye fee unya detergent kakra spray kakra now they are cobweb because na some see a Jordan trade na another now na ba kwesi canon so no edon so imejitum say the normal maintenance sanitation na buno enkoye ninya ejina say district assemblies na ye wo ewo amankese wo me from sub metros nya juma kwame amu nya juma
are
na odi ya hwe gates no ye wo nipa wa assemblies no ma ye wo chief executives say go from who mayor omo were planning officers meboa omo were workers wo ho omo chese o ye bibi wo wall hu kwami on ba betron
stop work
wall oh yeah wall into chroma ye fi anwia ekwan ni bi kra ye papa no ubeko na anwia afa half anwia just sand yentimi mfa yetwa property rate kwami so twa property
yes
yentimi mfa ana mabunsu na adwuma ni hwe yentimi mfa enipa isu to ananso to yombe pra kwan mu keke ayi efine free kwan na nso to ana anwia no adane akeki nti o ka akra kofa so ase onam sa ebinom ni gukwan mu a speed ramps
yeah
anwia no egukwan no mu ama nso to a na afia anwia no akeki nti o ka fa so ase onam speed ramps all over the city district chief has get maybe say no me hon say o me already friend who say ahai problem you ho a o tu one more but so one friend no na be dey
oma
and all the district assemblies senka ye betimi apekwan bi a district assemblies no be ye adwuma nke be boa inti on a daily basis baby crab economic to my communal labor to got and so near the gu ekwan nche esi epese anwa na ye tu no ye pese wo ansa na ebe wo no asa gugu got and inti before so say we da call emergency ninti no ye clean national clean up ye nya ba be boa but ye free no na chi no ye ma district assemblies no minim so almost share local government as CEO.
Yeah, a local government.
So almost share regional
a local government.
And regional assemblies no. A regional administration no. Them some don't mind your BB.
No, I mean
decentralization.
Yeah, but they must be all under look. They saw also ministry. 80 omni be local government ministry I say.
But one of your direct purpose the regional ministers.
I believe so.
Into responsibility in na okay who baby me say me assemblyman. Can you imagine me me assemblyman work baby amity kwame wudi mo assemblyman
there
enti se bibi kra ba mu de mu nya dwuma kra ba na se Ghana fo hu se bibi cause na enya kra kwa na be friend me pa o macho se a local government say why Ahmed no ya local government minister
yeah Ahmed Ibrahim
SSS sub metro biano the district chief executive the telephone number omo small signboards on the streets say in case of any problem call your mayor number two
so obefa dia
mpacho say
so obefa dia
mayor number
maybe so ebia no why
maybe obefa because he say Kwame say BBSC e wo baby a oti ho na ho na be friend
good question meaning
who they say a NDC panyifo ba ko na ti hey nti wo Kwame de obetimi afre
na ade na de untimi frɛ no
oben usisi a chen Kwame
enti na gine number
say afi na machia but Kwame de one number
me
na de no buzz
me ni ne number me producer and I want the number
and de bi on babet na do the bibi how potem ho a we kwesi practice bibi ha no betimi afa
abu na na ko diabolical eti
are offer number
obefa
na fe dey be kwa ebia me say me demand this penyin bia madam me friend kwesi practice
so do man penyin kra wa danfo
Oh, now Benjamin, my friend, no me to got them.
Says, "Oh man, penny no money or done for there." And the other woman can the easy grammar.
Kwesi Mati. Into Kwame. Oh, say no. Bibi cause wa area hwa. Maybe I only NDC penny for be bit me afraid. But anko warm area who only more penny bia. One of my friend. Assembly my own name, own the telephone number. Mayor no anko election. Into no ba if you mukra home merchant. Who name the telephone number?
There
Who name the oh baby out mayor no name the
there.
So there's a disconnect between man Obenya can say Amanfo
Omanfo
there's a disconnect on gap will be between and the authorities who are supposed to deal with our issues.
Talking about disconnect, only boys be from bus stop boys.
Matthew Mudi.
When were you as our boys there?
Matthew Munkan.
Me beside me who say ankran rantie. Sebi omonya ban adwuma no mo agya to omo so some titi gates mo cleaning nyoma omo boa na yes obi be friend drip machines. Talking about this correct, I don't think yentimi enye bibisa because Pastor Boys omonya ban adwuma for a voluntary organization but they've done very well.
Come where do me ejina political leadership. Political leadership. Young politicians no. Ya desa in so ya it is so petty. You know that is so petty. E ba ye be kan ho asem politician na be anse ye koye a mass cleaning Saturday Sunday. E wi anu bope na e refi. Yenya all politicians. Apart from President Kufuor obekase omia neni se oye odo no ho adwuma
plus alajo
any alajo so alajo nya ye odo
anyway
oye achimota online ni with concrete e ba alajo dwuma ye wa alajo and okay spintex bridge bi na e wo
papa ye na ebu ye
yeah nei na senso no tokra yenyi Kufuor President Kufuor dwuma bi oye ya ba konya ya nya atwum e fa no sa flooding ya President Mahama ono dikai or the year politics obekai on ba mu and that in so na on top papa no o say amabo boni tin so anto abi afin so do better the din no o say no so ya amabo boni tin so anto o say ya amabo boni so to o say ya amabo boni the year politics. Well, no train near mass Ghana for to a manual beba beye. Or see a koye Ministry of Sanitation, some ministry and ye juma or Bobby Gunu, nor the ministry na share local government or share local government from Titi got no more. A beman su toneja. So Kaisa Cassani.
Make a banana, I tell me can't bust up boys as them say Mebunu Amunia or mine a juman put me away. Until then, I abide on answer.
Because young politicians, nyachum, we ban with our flooding, and I mean my examples. Now, Unim Kwame, yenim, say every 10 to 11 years, yenya major rainfall, omemuha. Yenim, okay, 1995.
Make up July 4th.
So, that was the first time I made me fear one of Kaneshi in so by them. 1995 and now 2005 major rainfall
10 years later
and now 2015 and a nipa over 100
150 BB
80 and then 2016 every 10-11 years there's a major rainfall so and a few way day sana okay me share a Ghana meteorological Oma bo hu koko acheye who come reporting in my culture also Ghana Meteorological Agency 2026 major rain season forecast. Ghana Meteorological Authority omni aban juma omutu yenya aban ni yenya afo e bano openye weather I can say
Ewiemu Sachaye.
Ebano Ewiemu Nsakraye. Nframa bebo, nsuo beto, ope beba. Saya Ekui Ghana Meteorological Agency. Omo no ye ho adwuma. Omo issue reports February 2026. Momo can say a few way raining season in so na better. Going by the 10-year cycle, in so na no be yet. Mame read paragraph 2 in Channel. Oh, what candidate? Okay. Now, okay, paragraph 2 now, omo bokoko say in so no anu be yet.
Yeah.
And now paragraph
above normal. So that's the information.
And omo listy baby and so no but didn't name me actual towns.
Accra, Tema, Cape Coast, Salt Pond, Asaman, Kesi, Achimdan, Kufodia, Kede, mostly. And I don't know if you're
omo can about flash flooding. And omo can paragraph 3 no omo tre and near ma esese ye. Kwame, this report was issued February 2026.
Back to more politicians now, no.
Well, February 2026. And then last week, beginning of this month, 1st July. No, 1st June. World Bank in South a report to say, Sika omude abreye no your friend was a garage project.
Yeah.
Disbursement to know and also a slow down. Meaning say Kwame was a report no so.
Yeah, this has some say finance ministry and I say Sika was here the babe man ama.
Sika ni gu ho. Sika ni gu ho. I know World Bank diaba for flood mitigation. And also Scanu Guha yen use scam. Ya mayen warning. Ghana meet you. A mayen warning. February 2026. February, March, April, May, June. 3 clear months. And ye was si kanswa eguho. And also yen use.
The big guho since 2019.
And also, the reports covered 2025. 2026. I mean, can't share one. I can't report in show.
The Bena project.
No.
The project we approved in 2019.
Oh, I mean, can't share it. The way I put it, me can't World Bank A natural.
No, the World Bank report is for 2025, 2026. Agreed. You are right.
Yeah.
But sir, Gary project. Necessarily, not 2019.
2019.
Yes.
I agree. But the money is being used. And at disbursements no Jai 2025. The World Bank in Canada said the disbursement stopped in 2019-2020. Or say the disbursement stopped 2025-2026 as a result of Abino wanting to bring down inflation. This is the World Bank. One Tron said the disbursements have been slow since 2019-2020. The World Bank hasn't said so. The World Bank is saying disbursements no sikano contractors is stopped 2025. This is the World Bank. Kwesi, me for the amount. Okay. And that okay, did he say that did he say the disbursement?
Why should they the fact is that this project should have started in 2019?
No, me say World Bank si sikana ye di be ye say jume ye use sikana from 2020. This is the World Bank. It's not me. Say me and because this is the World Bank.
2020 report.
Confirm. Confirm me na me hwe. Yibre me yim na me what dey actually. Me hu ye.
2021 report.
Me hu ye.
2023 report.
Me hu ye.
But they have been reports every year.
Fabra ni enhwe. Fabra ni enhwe say if you have World Bank saying said disbursements didn't happen in 20, bring it and let us see it. So we're having a discussion. Maybe report on what World Bank is saying disbursements stopped 2025, 2026 because of a government wanting to achieve fiscal discipline. This is it. So if you have another reporter, Fabra Nienche, Kwesi, if I can't report to because I say one can report to me. Me report to my country.
Anyway,
Enti Kwame, baby Atini, you have an early warning issued in February. Tell me the second when you say early warning now, country. Clearly pointing out what is going to happen. Say nebesi any sense so no afiwe no ebesronko. Inti kwanya SSA district assemblies, metropolitan assemblies, national government kwanya esi niema esi yeni. Ninya Ghana meet you dia tuja. Way back February 2026. Ana nyamincha the World Bank is to discover se mo fenye ye juma ebe masa insuto eba beye eno so a ye nyusu scan eda ho eni ama ye nkoko since
ya boy koko
ya boy koko na kwesi uchi ne picture ne dia na
oh by far
kwesi kasa brofo di frame from adopa kwesi enumre oh o dia so obekasa dia nhwe so onfa brofo me pesa me di brofo frame
wasumi no no
na say ona
wasumi kasa obiti
me be trunk cry
yeah that's from
into Kwame
yes no
young politicians no yema yenimbre President Madam didn't who ya pa there's a independent here
it's on by the kasa it's your kasa editing
o ni abemu osio anya engineering problem they are indiscipline so o ni abemu o say abani fault mambo boni amambo boni chief meboa nya sana mo kanche
Dabi odu ne ta o Canada
o za ye din kobo
Dabi munya din kobo
no kuta microphone tina me
eta
wan mo kan se mi kire Ghana for say amambo boni tina nso e toy afa amanfo nti Ghana for to aba mamo a mo ba nhihye ya mo wo ho ni ba ko mienu miensa enan
ena amba ne sa
ena ya to aba ma o
okay yenkwe
ya to aba ma wa na nso no gusu to a o se e indiscipline na manfo na tu enwe go got them afekoro o se ahimfo no tonton asase ena mansu ayi na onim sana na o se amambo bone na kwesi kan bibia about land tenure senka ebe ya se na manfo so tonton asase nke na ke njikra na ban emphasize adwuma ne to ne so and the bedding but Kwame bibia mrabia e wo wias me bi wa hawo enti se oman no si aha area ha no eye Ramsar site anase Ramsar site anase ye flood plain ye bie dam how na be fa na kenka ho the government has the authority to prevent development
na mo so ye nto abammo
enti some catch us say young politicians no enya land tenure na young politicians
no so say nto abammo
young politicians na no nyo hini bi na ekoto asase President Mahama so hini bi akoto asase kwesi nso sen ke nationalize the laws must be applied enti ene na aban asedia
Mami comment in 10 minutes past 10 Peace 104.3 Osei Kofi Akwa National Communications Director CPP no say Professor Nino Dowona is not a former CPP member but actually still CPP. He's a member of the CPP Council of Elders and a member of an interim committee which just ended their mandate. Kwame, that is for your information. But the problem with Ghana is that the NPP and NDC over the years have no plan for our national development. If not Nkrumahism, also known as planned economy, it just no go be. By the way, CPP, like the Bus Stop Boys, is also willing to volunteer. And he sends me a news story that says CPP offers youth volunteers to support government's flood prevention efforts. Okay, so Oseko Fiakwa, Friday, Saturday, Omanpenyin say, let's clean up our towns. Let's clean up the city. Audition chairman, we're going through with filthy streets because of wrong political decisions. You should not kill the hen that lays the golden eggs. Why did we do away with Zoom Lion? Now we are paying the price with lives. Odisha Jabing in Hacho. I noticed that Zoom Lion angry way too. Anyway, this one says, Kwesi Pratt. Kwesi Pratt say, I no give am my anchor meat. And small World Cup where we know the chair where you go watch to Kwesi they talk.
Champagne.
Why do you?
Champagne.
I say, but on a more serious note, the cleanup, there should be proper planning and strategy because it's difficult to collect wet sand and debris. I tell you, I have a story to tell later on waste management. Good morning to all of you. Sampine.
No,
Massa Sampine, Nana Komia is smartly using bandwagon propaganda techniques to blame President Mahama by cutting innuendos on politicians. The fact is the political actors always looking for opportunities to gain political advantage in every situation. And that's what Akomia is doing. Flood is a national issue, not a political one. Floods do not discriminate. So every Ghanaian should support President Mahama's initiative instead of politicizing it. Musa Abattoir in Aswase ND. And no. Abdullah. Ain't you say a bending? But who landlord knows how 12 years and let's just say Subai and that's a honey.
And I just say law enforcement in a SED Juma. Now, before some by even landlord, no sooner, Mecha Mibra Pin Mejoso. Now, maybe I would fever and I am there, but none will feel who say. First, Odika about say meteorological service. Omo letter no dey buy. Koko bono mo dey buy. Say omo boy koko. Ye na koko no. I think say yes. 20 koko bono about 2025, right?
2026.
No,
2026.
February this year. Yeah.
Yes. And now on 13th March 2025, President Mahama forms anti-flood task force to tackle Ghana flood crisis.
That was last year.
Yes. It's before. Sa omo nkokobon on mine ebeba no na ye di kan aboy ho kra da but two any say enye aban we a wote so epe ne say nsu beto na afa ye manfo na omo ho no but a natural situation AC but moving forward no I think that we should focus on solutions not
on the task force.
Solutions, not one year we can't do 1 year bibia come Gary now can starting one by Mona Muji Fesika or Donna Cecilia Dapa till today a Juma Muye any a home sense na me and pay me chia ora for a strom a Juma no edding by some ye ma
omuye Juma
na amount for a who say a Juma no omuye no ye because sometimes hey yes Gary na me bra e kan wasem na o kan sika omodi abani sika da ho a yen yusu no first one e buy ya ye yusu ye no e den ye ye $43 million na e buy no omodi ye den you see bibia to ye adia to ye ni so in say adia to ye ni no we are focused on the solutions. And until the energy I draw you back. No, we want to focus on the solution. So Ghana for the emergency can the emergency be in chain Friday, Saturday announcement I say John Dramani Mahama Ediaba and he say ye na yen come na yen starting yen desote baby a choke no na and kahosa instruction about say every minister of state be every CEO, every member of parliament, be MMDC, ni be and head of public institutions, be Omina Emma Abonting.
But me baby said 90 Friday near holiday and Saturday.
So Friday no year
because
me pacho me bo Friday no. O share letter na buy na Friday no and yet all citizens na count. Ya chem 2 days. Friday no friend securities agencies no all the securities no agencies no and yeah on Friday. Now Saturday no now everyone will join them. So the Friday is specifically for securities no. See abonti gata ye mantem na oma ye ho adwuma amaye. Nti so hwe sa directives we are there is nothing emergency more than this. Ever since you started tackle flood issue, I think this is the best or the first time yenya sa idea we. Now many people there be any communal labor no. Yeah, kase a letter coming from the presidency to bring all ministers of states minimum paying for the so they also tell them
the letter and say Friday a holiday.
Yes.
It doesn't say so. Yes. But send the idea say all hands on deck no. Intina me bisa say intino will Friday be a holiday or not? Because stores near the baby shops.
Sure.
You know, so you perceive what the public collaboration, what the expectation will be. Say yes, security agency, call Makola, call Kanishi, baby shops, maybe Aban will bring us further and better particulars on this one.
Yeah, until America say let's on Friday no, it's tackle or it's focused on more on the security agencies no, and now the Saturday. So I think they should come on board now. The clarification. It will be only the man I more. Say ye jay juma, ye jabibia to only tackle the flood in Accra or the flood in Ghana.
Communal Liban better tackle floods.
And yeah, me pacho.
No, and tackle floods, but at least mitigation for now.
Clean up.
Yes, mitigation for now.
Clean up. Flood in the south by
yes. Mitigation for a clean up, clear debris, choked gutters. At least we're starting from somewhere.
Yeah.
It is a Ghana for a
clean up near Ben Saturday.
What
we are made dumo Mike. We are made dumo Mike. I'd like to ask you.
Clean up in a bit more floods. I won't cry.
I'd like to ask
you. Baby, but
yeah.
Oh, NPP ever since I'm free Abamuno.
Automatically, focus.
Why? O say omadi kan a boy koko.
No, a person we na we no.
O me and so am person me.
Oh sir. Anya me ja woman. Anya me ja woman. It you kono henkle and frame. And frame.
Oh. Near Ghana for Eka and it said yenya adabin to ne solve issue and the first way to solve it debris now if gu ho after the flood no baby are choking or blocking yen and yi muno ye per se ye at least to solve that one for now. Now the second one and they say baby are a dying are blocking in no baby are unauthorized places no yebe bubuni na no consideration because this is a national issue and the obia be a unauthorized place no this is not the time to sit down with the people who have a place at unauthorized place.
Abdullah Sabrofi okay.
Yes.
Depa. Sure. More than 20 years. Openye jukumi am witness. Yakasa same ya. Kwesi practical. Oh some abodi. Yembubu adan. Adan waterways. Yeah. Still. Because you start here open you kumo brofubi. Or see only the okoto unauthorized lander. Obakoto e chiri kakra. Inti by the ebubu enim for the first. You do a person human face. Near Jai. We've been doing this fiti over Kwame Nabatels time as minister. Mobubun or me interview no so. Madana mobubun in our wager ho. Oremwa and I see human face. Yebubu be enim ho be miensa sa nine. Enkrofo ye de fe Franco Kwamna na Kwamna adani bubu biwa. Yeah there. yɛbɛyɛ ma yɛapɛ alternative means bia ɛwɔ da nnipa no fie so wɔn bubu no dam the same person nti adan a ɛbɛbɛ bubu yi are you sure we are ready?
We are very ready.
Mate sɛ wager bɛ ɔmo a ɔmo asi wager dam spillage ɔmo a ɔmo asisi adan no yɛsɛ ɔmo kɔ court ɔmo akɔgye injunction ontiɛ ɔmo akɔgye injunction nti sɛ ɔkɔ
permit
ɔkɔ bubu ne da contempt of court
this is on more permit
nti udi agora ɔba akɔtua no compensation anyway tua so
you see what's going on yan aban bi amma na wan tutu ne ni anwe na wan kata ne ni na wan nye na adwen sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ adwuma na Ghana for the action insa then we should forget about leadership. Resetting agenda no, it wasn't just a rhetoric, so it wasn't just anything. Nyama wey bi na mpanyinfo bi ti sɛ wo mpanyinfo bi ti sɛ wo ɛsɛ mo ma mu na esi wo na wo say yes it can be possible. Nti me pɛ for the first time no at least general
yes
wo de ohun be ka ho bi aka say look obi a obe start here bu ni obe bubu no you will support the person with everything. That is what we need. Everybody should come on board.
Me pacho.
They have a tremor. Me pacho. Onim. Media. The minimum say. Omo ayamo omo appointments no. They should do us justice. Yen. Kwame Nkrumah till today. Yen poni din de bia. And yes sir. Oye nipa sronko. Wana say even say angel ene awu no. Juma
Sronko de Sronko.
Sir, me can say or any part say
Ampa.
You understand? Say angel be a one or any part. But Juma Diano D no, and then a money Sronko. And no ma up to ne your boat dear, and I say a boat nipa to dear, your bony didn't come. And to say it mean you obi or greater Accra, and it mean you be or Ghana. Ya to about man, ya man of power, no say, on ye a dear bema yen kofa 350 million. And command flood victims bioma by which means that 350 million no did juma so and juma pa Ghana na then it is time for us to support whoever will stand for all of us like that. Inti enye say mema ban minim say ye woso minim say ye be ye juma I will be happy to see say for the first time in history ye be nya abaya what me gina ho ni to me e dey ye juma abubu all on unauthorized structures on the waterways, and for us to solve it because si kana o can was Gary he na alone me no win na esatua who pay loan ag na say be solve ade we na me no win na now few of the people but I'm say politicians no omo flood areas no and I say baby ya choku no omo pese ye sabe ka omo nti then so I am very happy sir His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no with the look of things niema wakam niema all ye no say he is ready to solve it and I will give my all out and all support say niema washa here say all ye niema to me odiama Brigadier General na offense and okay boa no omotimi hu there ekose all this flood no at least in their first 4 years no crampo you bet me bibia ma the obeba no ababeden but for the first time no fear or favor for the first time ese ye dey ese here name and shame is number 1 no fear and favor is number 2 and the commitment and I know His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is committed to do this thing yen srobia yen kase we NDC niti ye German SEO we NPP niti ye German SEO yen nya bema bia oye kukudrofo a obetima dis adwuma wi ne yen na yen body na yen tani chi no onye because since 1960 I started up to today ban one solve na untimi solve biom and run na yobi enne ayobi echina ebetima me no wa eti hai nti we there for the first time no yen fa party sem to nchen yempe bema kukudufo baako bi ana oba kukudufo baako bi yemfa adwuma nation ne sase wo nie do what is necessary and that is all.
Do what is necessary and that is all. Anyway, we are totally unrelated and Samako Penyejukumsu totally unrelated. Cyril Ramaphosa, South African president, South African Mampenyi, Adinkra Abre Ghana Mampenyi, John Dramani Mahama say, Nkoto nkra so oba besrayen, the offending state visit no. Ghana si debi momba. Into enye breaking news, I miss akwa around kakra, if na macro check you say no kre. Meaning say kwesi what dia? South Africa Mampenyi Edinkra Basen Kobabe or Bansra. Na Mamin kan brofu me check ya makudru graphic. Na quite interesting. Yes, my mom. We don't want you. You see, go back.
Is there an official notice to that effect?
Oh, actually, it came to my attention about 45 minutes ago. But I took my time. I mean, graphic is graphic.
What graphic?
Graphic online. The government has declined a request for a state visit by South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, citing heightened concerns over recent xenophobic attacks in South Africa that have affected Ghanaian nationals. According to Daily Graphic's diplomatic sources in Accra and Pretoria, the decision followed a surge in anti-foreigner violence in parts of South Africa in recent weeks that has led to the repatriation of approximately 1,000 Ghanaians, with an additional 900 Ghanaians set to be registered for repatriation. Inti weye graphic dia mihu ye tama me hwehwehwe na at least I will leave graphic for now. Say no na me dey me benchmark mihu any official documentation from a buying, but
Kwame.
Yes, crazy.
Pacho opening can na dream o isu ye no ho bia. Na say wa dwuchi na akire e wo wesu ho.
Mate.
Opening we ne kasa na wesu ye no ho. That's a very strange part. Idea anwanwasem.
Prophet Pacho Brim. So also no waka wan say ba bro ni hwi ka bio.
Ensuo ni fi no wa.
Prof
Bible must say be am kamakru entwa.
Entwa ho.
Na me say na yesitie no say. Emfumso bia nim say omampani ebeka say yeyi enda mienu asi ho. Na yenyina yemfa mprapra fie yentete bonka mu ne ade. Emfumso bia ni ho. Bayi kakra no say fiada. Na obisa bibi say sa fiada no.
Ya fofida.
Ya fofida na. Ya de a nkofo betoto mu store mu.
Eno ne asem no.
Ya de a nkofo be kodwom. Osgana ni oyi man say prepare fie. And say kodwom a enipa de brebe kodwom.
Obekodwom.
You see, and yes, civilians na Saturday.
Na Saturday no so de atia no say Ghana ni o de efie aprapra ene ayie eto se onyim ba ko a dodo na be kwaye eti yehwe ni yie na emra wo ho no se we de yedi nka aheda da wie ena efie no nya na nko na emre yen menyi ni se ye memre da ene efiada na memre da we aye nye bio sa ba no peso ye sa ye bio na send a branch can reset no pa dia yahwe na ye de prapra no be hye no eyi is that say ye fiada
openye open holiday kan
o da bi
no on the holiday ya day
announce Friday ye Saturday so see ekwaye until
no the on can say ye
no say that
o say
Saturday ekwaye
David
Ona kasama.
Oh, na say na tie no.
Na me dem tie no.
Na say na akasa say na wan tie no.
Me tie no.
Enu foni.
Na wo so tie na ni.
there me can say the Ghana for your near maybe or ha oh train free who are ending kakra it is a oh train obi say and then your ma holiday but and kojum your juma pra ofie near ye ebi kura me share a free anopa no nsia kopem pram tobre ansa na say oh baby kwa wakwa nipa bebre ahia na wo man kodi so ama aban no
fiada no
fiada de dika no
fiada no panyin na ka chense ne ne for security
mepa say oyi no free ho a memre da na ye de omanfo obehye no sa memre da no so obi ode ayie ene se omprapra na ayie no so ya hye dada o ya fe da ye kotu ya hye de mem che we na abane de aban nya kan wie se basa ye beya fofora abane ne mpanimfo no entrance na omunsusu baabia ema obi kwan ma omfa bibi ntete no se senti na mentumi ameye bi
ana so yenye bi nkan ya
ye bi nkan ye no exactly sana na adwene na bata kire no de eye pa se ye nyina na fere kura se se ye tran ho ema abai be ka se yenye sei ansa na ya prapra ye fichi de omu ne se niama ye ka ho asem nyina ya kan fie duonu ni mo bi nsi dan ensi subonkam ya ka oma be bi ani se hoye ewura Ramsar site ni ade ho de ani se eton asase no kra ebeda ho be kakra na aban bi aba na MCE bi aba na ahemfo no ahemfo bi betumi abɔ ho ba koduru ba bi kwame na ohinda da bi afrim fufuro bi ba also no e champion aha nyina meton o me di me holiday wa brochire ti se mantonton we ya me nya ba bi nko ti ni nyina ya ko wie se ya dwena e wo sa ne me e ho etse enipa dwene e ye baako e na aban tumi sa aban tumi na mamu a enipa nsura ye o se enye sei ena nkora be o ka se nkwa wo se ho na mfiri be o se trans o se ma sorry dina ho da enti se yankoye o man bi a ase ye suro emra come when na be kwa kon na mra hia bonten ba bi na se where you be masa o jonso ensi na ya ha no emra na em se de ya ma ye adwuma ye eja ne won saten a wo de akotom so saten kan jape no bi na be kan cho say yi na kwasho ni enti emra banyina ye shemra na arawo sam set se na America no emra no bi o ha ase ya sheda am ayama awionfo ohiani wo de ye nya we be chu sisi a na mpanfo na shemra no say ye ni so no ba bi e kan se so bon kan ne ba bi e nsi de kwame unni sika o de be fele a untumi nsi
Debi.
Nti ho no kwan na be kwa akoto saasase no nyaskafo ya ne aban panimfo ya omo ba o gise tumi ho ye nsi kura me de betumi asi o kan ono betumi afa land guard amomo akobo asase no ho ban ama yesi nti saban se o ye niam bia o ma tumi ne mbra etachire no kwame enya dwuma enti sa afeda menya Jeremia ahwe ebesa abetra ha ya na yada metio for na say come say Ghana ha enchane ye bo nipa sobo
yeah
sango fi dia ne enka nkyere omo
omusika sofia
omusika fia na akade a no omde adwuma no kra na omunya se nei bibia ba na omo adwuma no kama na ombo mo aboye kokwa yes yenti omo ankan so yeso nka motetewa mo sori a na makotra munim se nsuo bayiri mo anka nkyere omo kan kyere ye de ne ye
ene ne
enti yada omo ase na se obia ye na adwuma saa na san na de omo kan se na omo kan so wukuada ne ya wada ne fiada no se obeto na anto no enye omo mfum so me roommate bi no free Sri Lanka o se ho omo ye wada forecast o se tomorrow it may or may not rain
on passing bia
so ta also yeah
may na bem anto si may no so bem
it may not
na bem
nti wiem na nyame nti we ni se yabo mo so bo do mo kan ya anya ho adwuma no eno na se ye ho adwuma nti yafo aban so aban
ne nhyehyɛ no sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛmfa yɛn ho nyim na yɛnyɛ adwuma.
Prof. Medas say, my brother, it's a shame that since we attained independence, we've to a large extent been dependent on foreigners or aid to solve our problems. Our budgets have always been deficit ones, and so Garrett isn't a surprise to me. Rainfall cannot be controlled, but flooding can be prevented if the institutions like our assemblies, ministries, EPA, etc. work as expected. Poverty, in my opinion, is a contributory factor regarding flooding because persons don't have proper means of disposing of their waste. John Mahama must crack the whip. Eric Amponsa Boateng, tax expert. NOD and Adrintre Ebaye. And then this one says, the first Saturday of the month is declared National Sanitation Day. So what again has gone wrong? By the way, the South African presidential visit is wrong diplomatic move to stop him from coming. He may be coming to offer an official apology. Who knows? And to take it from there will be helpful. The propaganda and content creation are just too much. Sampine and a day and no abide in a drink about 2 drop. And then this one also says it is unnecessary. This is not how diplomacy works. Even America and Iran are willing to sit at the negotiating table. Samuel Brian Boabing and on the confirmation from City FM. So Abraham says story na me kasi media chenu sebe enye bosremuka. And then I said it yesterday, politicians simply don't seem to get it. What we need is a paradigm shift in how we approach town and urban planning. The solution is active involvement and participation of government in housing provision. Government must stop disposing of state lands and rather start annual budgetary allocation for buying lands for mass housing. Until then, demolishing structures in waterways will be an unending discussion without solutions. Michael Kweko Foria Sante, outgoing NPP Amasaman constituency chairman, NOD Eno Ebaye. In 2015, there was a flood in Accra. It was massive. We recorded over 150 lives lost. President Mahama, then president, if nothing at all, this was a catalyst for him to have been serious in fighting floods. But no, we did not see any meaningful attempt in the last 1.5 years he stayed on. Come 2026, there's massive flood. As karma would have it, President Mahama is president again. Period of 1.5 years, surprisingly, his government has been sitting on Garrett funds. What then can convince me that the president is willing to fight the floods, as Abdullah in your studio is saying? Brichum Enede Eno Ebaye. And then Sasa says, all that Abdullah is saying is much ado about nothing. A year today we'll be talking again about floods. Sasa what didn't they say in opposition about Galamsey, LGBTQ? What is the situation today? Even they said Black Stars' poor performance was a result of bad governance. Luckily enough, we'll see where the Black Stars are today, 2026 World Cup. This declaration of national cleanup is just populism. Sasa ND no Ebaye. Ohene Ebwa says, when you politicize everything, these are the results you get. In Kura, live in Sunyai, ND no Ebaye. The South African president's visit to Ghana will demonstrate against his visit strongly throughout the country. Salifu ne Ede Enobai. Some of you are complaining about the online digital radio. Mpacho ye yen hwejuma wa yesremara enye easy sir, but you bet me aye afa ho. So we're having problems with our online transmission. Oseteria says we're watching live from P. I believe that's Port Elizabeth in South Africa. And you say Ghanaian politicians are not serious about climate change. The country planning is not serious at all. And then ask Abdullah whether the flooding is bad governance or engineering problems. And then that's Anthony Ofori. I'm sure you were listening to Nana Komia. You were enjoying him. Chairman General, if we don't come together to save our tomorrow, no savior is coming to our rescue. Kwesi Payne, that's a good one. We don't come together to save our own tomorrow, no savior will do it for us. Right. Chairman General, this South African thing, I think, is a diplomatic faux pas. Wrong move if true. Comfort sends that one in. And then talking about Friday and Saturday cleanup, I do hope we have equipment and dump sites. Time and again, we've spent money to initiate these exercises, only to leave the debris, the silt and filth at the shoulders of the drains and gutters, just like Kwesi Pratt was saying this morning. The rains will fall again and take the filth right back into the drains, and our efforts are back to square one. Kobe from Tema and a day. And no, Chairman General, they said 350 million cedis for the flood victims. How far? What is the state? How do we access it? Have they started the distribution? Because we saw what happened June 3rd, disaster 2015. Master Planner Junior, Kane Tampo, ND, and no, this one says, we're listening to you live inside Asante Babes in Camberwell with Asante, Orlando, Ben, and Kofi Nat, and Master P in London. All right, guys, good morning from Accra. Thank you very much for listening. 19 minutes to top. Niapom. Kwesi, AOB. Me am akofa AOB, bro.
It's a kwame, as someone who can, a man me who dream kakra. Say, South Africa man peninsula, Professor Bagana, no near bidding kita. I say, member say, I say, my bay. Kasa, huh? Kasa, I say, any Union me was South Africa. Kasa, send your TBA solution, Biano, Ejina Kasa. Meanwhile, young Kasa ya buy. Ya declare akoma African Union say, ebibrimu amampenini na koshia. Ya ko Kasa asem. Ndi ene Kasa no so asem say me shada ntiase papa. Say any South Africa yaka.
Debi.
Ntiase ene say
yes on choko kakranza.
Adenti.
Yeah, 1-2-1-2. Me
because mother me dream one me ntiase. Ena etifo no baako etrobai opening Iran ni America omo kwadi omo tutu oku omo transfer kasa ana me boa enti die nkwa na esintia South Africa man pani ba ye memu ha no ni embe kasa enye ye hu hientia yeso on troko ansa mo omba
na say state visit there yeah on mine ni be decide say ya ready say you be shall ebi ya nye ready. How about that?
And I'm going to say, Nanya, one more king, Can sanity.
I say he should go back.
Back in the pay. Is there a marriage in here?
As consensus.
Somebody, the master, me cousin, me tiasa, and I'm a boy, me tiasa. I see a show, master. Someone back and I man who do so, I say, yeah, you show maturity kakra. On them channel. I say, hemophobia, ham, hemophobia, ham, and so on. I think we should go past that.
Yeah.
Diplomatically, it's in very bad taste. In fact, and then Ukraine, mini sampanya drink.
Hey, and they don't need sampanya
drink. Sampanya mean tiny in your drink, but then dead yet. Near what trap South African visiting with the millionaire dream power. What is that? I say anything. Say any South Africa for ya ka 1 month penny mo baga na bi na ye dey e ho fast one ni away.
There be enkan mo ba bi o.
Say mo mba.
There's on choco.
Oh, abba.
On choco.
Somebody alabraka. We should show some more maturity in our foreign relations.
Anyway, Nana Kumia AOB yapon.
Kwame, me that's it. Me for na Kwesi kan efa South Africa days. But in Kwame asem no Nigeria so youth associations a press conference and ra. See South African business is a one Nigeria yeah. Omo 1 month. Omo free. Enti esa asem no me put the Cyril Ramaphosa yes asem you treating at African Union level. Because Ghana Nipa ne pam free South
Africa, yeah.
About 10 different countries.
Yeah.
And I'm sure say Ghana I shall see ye nipa obi akwa koyi ni Nigeria koyi Zambia, Kenya,
Malawi.
And there will be reactions in their countries. So Nigeria started. Ghana hapo there and share down can say South African business is too. But Africa Union should take it up. Because a bit to me I lead it to very serious danger. Now Kwame Abdullahi Yeah, and yeah, you and I will say, yeah, communal labor. Yajiatum. But the Rebecca will say, Momom Resono, Mosia Mambo Bonnie. Rebecca would debia, Mosia Mambo Bonnie. Sana mo can share Ghana for. Kwame, me last me kind. Yasa kwesisi or Kwako Johnson.
On cars or Johnson.
And no going, ever no.
Also,
Pejanimu.
Chesade or coffee.
Where we all call Kwako in Ejuma. Also, I found a bag of crowd. Eh? Akume, you're just diabolic.
Crab is a
mischievous.
What am I questioning? Kai World Bank report. Like a Besaka Quisiti, but Mani Conco Johnson.
Conco just oko.
Quabitio.
Meeting.
So, ultimately. Send me between the moon pew to say okay. Open your Majatum. Kwame Baninko Gunsumra. Hey, Kwame, what the World Bank has blamed fiscal controls introduced by the Ministry of Finance for significantly delaying the implementation of the Garrett project, one of the country's flagship programs aimed at tackling chronic flooding in the country. This is the World Bank. In its latest implementation update, released in May 2026, the bank downgraded the project's implementation to moderately unsatisfactory, citing persistent funding constraints, despite the project remaining fully financed. World Bank say, yeah, this is Kaba. Now, so the government is not spending the money. No, see, the implementation of the Garrett had been constrained by fiscal measures introduced by the Ministry of Finance in 2025. It doesn't, but I'm ready to the point in the say, SSC Timika, no quarry there back. Yamai an early warning. You said 10 years, 11 years, sir, extra rainfall liba. And I can't make dates. If in 1995, I mean, Mekai 1995, 10 years later, 2005, 10 years later, 2015, 10 years, 11 years later, 2026. There's a pattern. So every 10, 11 years, there, heavy rainfall. What do you know to China? Your meteorological authority. Am I a warning? Say, I feel the rains are going to be very heavy. My warning in February. And now, try and she said, yeah. I bema a hunsu. This is Ghana meet you.
And I
World Bank in so say, second why the be ye Jumano. Na say ya tena ho ma so yi ehwe ye kwako ye communal labor Saturday na ye ka ho asem a obi say ye politics and I bear politics na no kwako see no
Martina me da say
communal labor dem ka ko peso fi bi nam dia
Esewara Chairman General, please ask Nana Komia what has he drank today. Today he's just being mischievous. Let him answer before leaving the studio. Collins and a day and by. Kwesi Reynolds Agonado says, if you didn't anticipate the flooding, you are not observant. I remember sending you a text on such an issue before it occurred. Kwesi Reynolds Agonado we're listening from Hackensack, New Jersey. Daniel Afum Dakwa, good morning from Accra. This one says, the garbage and refuse is all over the place, so not Alajo alone. Why is Kwesi talking about 40 years ago? Okay, wonder. I'm saying, no, but that is what I see here. What is this thing of South Africa coming to Ghana? Kwesi Pratt, have the blacks in South Africa stopped their attacks? Kwamina sends that one. For things to work in Ghana, the concept of separation of powers and checks and balances, elements of democracy must be observed and complied with to the letter. Summit diplomat. And then this one says, during the 60s and 70s, we were having laborers who were cleaning our streets and gutters, and PWD who were repairing our roads, but it was Okay, now you say also quite a politics Fred and Bible say NDC for Bepamo Mina. Okay, muchacho, you sent an earlier message. Unfortunately, I'm still looking for it, and when I find it, I'll let you know. Fantastic Wilberforce says Kokoko is live on the Beat FM, and Master Fuseni Fashion in Sefi Asarian. So, Kwajo Ahodo in Sheffield, UK says, to me, selling of lands is not the problem. It is the land utilization which should be enforced by the government through the assemblies. Okay. Muchacho, forgive me when the message is not those me who the now also sending earlier no. Fachemi say me who answer ya point mekai amao na yeah, but in the meantime, Abdullah and Pacho, closing comments.
Sometimes no yeah say abanya yede to me ashemunsa na Gary project what can was na World Bank I can't Gary project asem World Bank account World Bank sika yede mam mo divert sika today $65 million e de koye COVID-19 abra na ye sika yede mam e Gary da wo kan wasem any say anka yen fantite gatamu ni anya sa de dwumadi a wo kan wasem na manye mo divert sika you see we are not ready to even talk about that but me chia ora na power they should be able to deal with all these things ye jani na mo ye kusa ina she team na two mother me bomb me say Mr. painful ye can local governance now MMDCs now yen show mu if I say yen finance mu yen fa ye sika show mu because sa dwumadi a ye kan we fin any offense flag here can was say the power to me a share assemblies no more omo every single area e Ghana. See decentralization here can was no e be aduma e funding NSC the mom and me I'm happy say it's also John Dramani mo share 2025-2026 no sika say e call district assembly common fund say e call e mo mu ye aduma no at least e call. And for the first time ever, no, and I make you say, I bet me alcohol. This best is almost one name and kitty or more, but Netiti say, whatever been the case, no, you might call your district assembly very well. And an admin so, young Tessie can to home every year, no move and dijuma. You can't infidie. Now you can't near a cardia or muhiana. You making sure say, you're Tony now, mama, they are equipped, fully equipped because Nadmo. And ye can be about emergency we are on ye call mountain. So we should be able to equip NADMO very well. Now ye ma be beyond koye. Intim NADMO any local assembly no moving forward no ye ma ye almost so ye. Now almost funding no and ye crabasha because ye call ye bayina. I can't drip project here. And I say can ye demand NADMO and I'm ye juma refer if you no more authority over all this and can ye end but they don't have those authority no and na akadiani ania omuhia no and na say yema you country made eja obe say my buy no so definitely no make sure local governance and as the minister say on bomodina on champion this agenda no making sure say akadia nadmo akadia local assemblies no omuhia no yemfama omuno munye djuma na so omuye sa djuma na me bra penyin embetina ha enya asembia enka na omo de Gary na omo bi omo na omo aka ye ko bie Gary nsem ahwemu a na wo de obi say wan fa sika na anya hwe eda ho na the only diversity sika no so this is the issue at home.
The only question I ask
the
only question I ask is inti say World Bank report na ba no afen mo hu say your diabetes can be done.
Yeah, Canada. No, it's something that you can. Yeah, even in our opposition time crowd, we made mention of.
So why aren't you prosecuting anybody?
That is why I'm saying that ORA is doing their work and they have daily activities or more court or more.
ORA.
Yes. Daily activities at the court.
Because ORA I mean no. ORA I mean no. ORA remonacha. Say the niabre or any iyoko ejuma. Inti out. Oro kuje to ablakwa neni abre or a foreign minister out. Ora Kofi Boache or in charge of security or presidency out. Ora Martin Pegbu or any lawyer Juma appearances on radio and TV out. Ora Domalevo or board chair or Is it Yoko? So who's all right? No, Ben.
That's say obo mu ina some people obo mu di na no. Ejuma di omu ye no me pa. Ejuma a omu ye no. Eh say nhwehwemu nsem no mra no munye omu tasetese mu omu tase mu wie no. No nyema emu odu a yenim say ebetimi fence aban betimi adi akire no. Na omu hand over the ama attorney general. Say oka ora. It's attorney
general. Matthias. It's the Attorney General and also yes, Edgeman.
Exactly.
All right, me that say. Befi or Bantama says, Chairman General, we are just like the proverbial bird who always says he will build his nest when the rain sets in, but never does afterwards. Befi me that say. The 300 million given out can be used to construct a better drainage system for Accra. This money, is it not going to be chop? Daniel Afum Dakwa Ene Ede Eno Abaye. And then Kofi says we have to make it mandatory for every house to pay for garbage. Isn't that what happens? But anyway, and then Cassie Guard says, I greet you and your panelists, University of Greenwich, UK. Cassie does say, Prof. Yampoe. Yeah.
Sir, I have football for Umbo League on.
Umbo League, aye.
On my way.
League.
On my way, league.
And as they say, league no break because of World Cup.
But they are political league. Now, NDC and NPP for league in there. Yeah, all year round. I'm sure say January. And I have 4 years so. James and World Cup only about 4 years. Come in. Who say? I thought be a UTA NDC and NPP. Now what? On come on, I say, Utim who say, why not all kind of crime extra war. Peace FM. Yeah, how back when I wore my moon. Yana a some no moon credit casa ira. Was a beer by year no actually say, on only dinner or yeah, and nay. Na eko ba kono ne omo kan nyina omu o man hu do bamu say 4x4 b sabe nya no correct ebegu Institute of Local Government Madina
Gallopers ka be friend galloper bia me kai
na me da bia be call me kai na bro oha em say ka no egu wa aproi o man sika na yere koto yo and now, some party me New Year. Why na koto ye nhwehwemu ye nyanhunu de besie me kan na headmasters and headmistress are more my mu say ka ye che ba kuma school bia ne principal bia na nke be yi na ye twe ho manso nia abayi a ensuo fa yen besre omo fa ho league table no nto nche na yan hwe kwan ye betumi afa so ama o manfo nsuo yira fa wo no etumi aye bi na yentie animdifo a omo wo nsuyire ene asase ho ntotoye ene se ne yesi chichire kropon no yentie omo so unim professor Otian Babio.
Of course, yes. And that the story about Ghanaian Times when Rania can answer more.
Come here, oh free tetentre de ena aka ekwanya ye fa so ye say asase no oka no de ni akokire aburibe podo
yeah
say enua wo so nyina ya bu e de adan sisi o enti enso no to a kanen ranka e ben nam e me podo ne kwaye no ne ase nanka nyini be fa ya say ho nyina ena mia bebre kame ye tire ye kakra ne say achimota forest ne ye nkose no say ekose no so a ene alajo ne jogulunum yire be yire
brutal
na yentie de mpanimfo no ka no bitie nim so on nim de fo bi on so ka se e ka se ekobubu adan na ewo subonka no mu a na ye bu adan ni free ho a ya yen kai se nkofo no mo sikase no omo din kai de anwea ne abo gu ho a pagya asoro no endu ko bu adan no ko free ho a onye bibia
because a form no
nti ya tedia na ya tie free ho na abdai e wa he o se president enya kokoduro se de ye nya obi a na wo de esi so bonkam bia ame mpa e bo se nka enya sama ye
si ehwe
ano agene so e basa e bo obi a me na wo yan sa betra ha afida na asem kroya ya ka no mfie ba duodu yi da bia aye krando onwum bi o se ma ya finshi aboa afi dura ne ma me yakọ tie dia afi bia ne ma ya yakọ se nsu afaye na ankran so ye nie huni na ne ese ne fata no come se tete ho na ye won krase ne obi na sorry kan kire obi se onko pra ne mfitire na o pra on fitira eda ya fo fida no monko sumuna so monko siesie o mommo sumuna so kwan sabra no na nkora ko school a ebi nkora ko school kopra plot ansa no aba abedare say den nkora ko school no dodo na omuni okoya no akotra
na onim plot there
okoya no akotra school dem yese wo ne nkora na ne bie nti ye de we tete wo mo a obenyinu no na se onya obi obebo no pa mo abeprapra ne fia lot ewura no yesuan we nyina kwa me bebo aye
Kwame said the minia no all can ye nyansa ne akokodura ka ba omu ema otimi eye nkunidifo but me mpaebo ene me yi ni say ne social media ne ade ade no kira no akodi hu komo bi they na betu social media sa no a ye be expose no ye nya careful about that. And then more importantly, I also say security bia ni hono mo a ankra and abande be ma wo a change di kan the first security e wo die abrante no strategically no so ye na dwen de ho tu obi so ana odwene bibia anko wi o ye na dwen se bibia ma koduro no e abotre se kromfo ba so armed robbers e ba so na se nyese o mu be kun keke ana se bia contract killing na onya na dwen so be kun more often than not no one more am try some by resisting no abranti di enya disuan fama ye so one resisting now you now the ma wo mo a se nyame yo adom na hwe obi animu a ebi obetima hunu se so do agapade kura ko na onya wonko a eya ne boa but the tom bebra a pipra esi wo mbema bebra ya kuja no kura wonu agapade wa brand wanya na nso se the bible kan say onipa wodi na japade prewidie ense se ye gidigidi ema emfanko on a more serious note no so no ye besre se aban no so ema ne ho modern in recent times no the way insecurity gaining momentum no there no so is a cause of worry, a source of worry was in any basu bi na eno dan chan se the moto no o kan menim se greater Accra be a regional police commander ni IGP omo ya aware dia for the past 2 years every 3 months emranche mini baby omo free ba moto no be se be 500 wo trom every cycle no ma for fan kwa ya so uni tumi so be ko bie market so eno anaju se kura bi si wo kwa no wo duru pokua se no ma fa soro ho ni wo akofa ablikuma ni eso wo akofa la pass very scared na nwanwa omo reisi anasa omo ye den I don't know na sabra na dwunu kura meeting ben wo ko akoso over the years I don't know say IGP nya we dia and they will take advantage of on change ye kan so no regional commander any district commanders no wo mo intervene na wo hwe ma wo so timu bi na wo no boys ya pagya moto ko wiem no wo ba me de be makura de sabe no wo ba o pagya ko wiem sei oba na etwi moto mema na etwi no bia na get na me se me duru pokuase we ko na den me ko gina pokuase a ye twen wo mo na jom bi twamu ene ja metisi mu eja me mpase na eno ko ewo fo nso asotroma ubedi bi ene ja mkope baby opposition minister am the hospital say another batch wo mo so ko be 100 oba hima yewura mu anu be sai ho e free pokuase ekopim jontai ekonase won mo no omo me enko ene ja boko obi afa no ho adwen se nkrofo ko obo mbabu wo emre ni pay omo pro 500 in itself no ya tra ho na se omo nim dia it's time they also realize that moto for no mini moto mi senior ba ko waka moto wakotra South Africa na ja yapam oba yi we university ba ho ka moto oba mi fie minim police for upon adwuma oka moto. There's nothing wrong. May on several occasions and I mean ukada for them. Majority of them are very good. What you are saying? Majority of them are very good. And intino yentimi can condemn. Nebo mo kasa so embobodin. Me na fufuo bi e wo TUC wonom. Samuhwe na nipa fufuo bi na eba ho no mo a. Entem no ara no matumahia. Sabani timi integrate e de ba GPRTU say no mo so mo nkrofo a. Yeni mo periodically because vote for ekura no. Em say do no entry tax and yeni wo mo hwe. Say yetimi mo ba and a year e be your source of revenue di amaban no. Efe wo mo akra nsoso no ye betimi anya social security di amawo mo. Eno ansoso ye betimi amawo mo nimdie. Se sika no anya wie no nimdie se investment be na menkoya. Sika no se de wasaka pon wanwem. Ye betimi training wo mo. But majority of the Okada people no they are very good. Okay. They have come to stay. Adwuma di ho nti o manya adwuma na o mo ye no. Yamwa ma wo mo no o mo ntwi MP and sa vigilantes you know. It is so big bam we ekoto fofra. And time no they can also report. Yes.
Okay. No.
Yes, abna we from me perspective no. Enyoma be me nsabi na yesi ehwe. O say one is security. The toss me no ye only for be financial inclusion. The toss me is an economic development. It's me picking from these three angles. In fact, o pe from Memphis be 95 eba be 2005 for baby no. Na we need the offend financial inclusion the level no na from pa financial inclusion it say you know how na nya kwanya you see the financial system the banking system the to bibi the tiaka any other so first do na no mo pack musika o
dem
but to money ade
because I need to form the show.
Okay. And your person moving to a cashless economy. In fact, as far back as 2005-6, President Kufuor the e-switch by. The e-switch the intention is say, and kebebo modiana and Kufuor or mudisika be show who to kwai kudwa so ne ade no eso beti. You move on na digitalization ya digina the aba
and
interoperability so digina aba digina no ukop checking records from IMF World Bank na there be catch us say as we speak financial inclusion rate in developing economies including Ghana no e was so now head means a de course so na do na ye mobile money nti yen na nanom ye maame no mo nkrase na ade a anka banks any hold. The first real bank at the back Ghana the intention is say obi won cry obi agbanya kro e pese tua na ka ban this kabia ebi ma no by no means bia abron set to no di go ha say e be ma no iska just say the ma driver say driver ni nyama ya oh and that is the system and I running. So the ideal situation is be increasing the financial inclusion level and our rating, and we are doing well. But the main means now the boy more than one of them now mobile money. Is the mobile money as a country. Now you show now you pay attention to it. Now you share good kwemu. Why am I mobile money now because of merchants or they play a key role. So it's about time as a country, as an economy, you should see the mobile money vendors or merchants, you know, more like banks. Now, for security measures being good, more. Now, look at that 140,000. And on the cash, I want home. Then ask how much I work as digital way on the phone. Or the coffee. Now, here for an oil, Jumano. Protection banner such people. They run this mobile money to the tune of 500,000. Until within the week, you know, OSHA transaction it will even be more than some of the rural banks, some branches, not all of them, some branches. Oh, it is uncle of any Buama, do donate me about part of the financial system. We need to give them special attention.
Okay.
And now here, 4 years, 5 years, you know. And now better say,
mobile money vendor bi ya de ya bonu tu mobile money vendor bi akɔgye ne sika ba ko bi si ya me sɛ ɛyɛ Kumasi Kurofom ho ba bi abaya na kɔ bank wakɔyi sika ɔde kwa na yedi ne ntɛntɛ a owura ne kiosk no ma na obi kɔgyina ne chide quickly na ɔgye ɛna no so yɛkuru no kwa because na ɔne ne prepare ho a so me make nyina ne sɛ pese increase the financial inclusion rate na mobile money one of the key boy nti ye mo ehomodin na yen cut no this rate of insecurity is not the best now even where to set up a vending point so all volumes of transactions are all person dealing what we need to do is that we have to protect you just like the banks. Now, young country say, okay, I have will contain a CNFI that amount of what transaction. Ubiana ibi an the transaction, bro. Let's say 100,000. They say, okay, environment nankasa is safe. And na structure na ni parity no. We should have a standard. It in any say abana person or mobile money merchant. No, akobo na ibi no that question baby. No, we should actually.
But we say no come, but no upon a woko feel.
Say me can na bomu.
Okay.
Because now they are target. Mobile money merchant.
There's been a lot of incidents.
They are target.
And no crowd to the shop.
Yes, mobile shop. We have to increase our security, as a country. Police for visibility also should be more. Now, as I said, they make a merchant for a certain level of standardized structures and a structure. Won't mean this structure and to protect yourself and even the fans now. Then we won't allow you to have an engagement to that level. So now other small ones, you see, it creates jobs for the owner himself or herself and the people that he will be working with. It also helps us to increase the closeness between we, the customers, and the merchants. It is then cashless economy and we need to also make sure that we reduce the cost of transaction with the mobile money, the cost of transaction. Me bompa say baby no anka market women Oko China abrobi on ototo board there cry na by reno on utua ne sika utua no by momo mo for be Richard Alipay ne ade. We can also get there gradually, but we need to have a policy leading to that.
Okay, Matse, me da sepa ye chat so ex NAFCO CEO Airport Arrest Lawyers Blast AG. That what is changing na me sign HSF and I'm going.
So don't worry. Okay. Abena emre be mfie nwotwe abese no koyi na de bia na school for anu demo schools na headmasters Charles na teacher for eduane mba school a common de nkwala no eduane aye shortage ye close down near ko school na abai no bisasa ye de sika na ma se buffer stock se mo fanto eduane na mo farmer school for if ye dey na shortage in eba begrese and 3 days obi frame me obi Eastern Region school be say ye the guy we bre o mo magari ni emu no be 4 months 5 months obi dey egu ho oba sa di new bi one aba esa essay 3 days ago enti abena sa nyoma we koso nyina na ye nyina ye biebe adwene mu bisa say den na ban ye budget no this kama buffer stock set to aduane man school for free teachers na debia yes shortage na we na aban sesan ba ya ye beda Ghana for ase enwom a ye titie ne de ehu ye say de enu bi na bia e ma sa shortages ne ba adentia abrantia sebi ye fe na Abdul Wahabi asem wo court ntimi nkam details onu ena na order buffer stock nano ono na aduane de ma school for na o register ya register ono no yere na ye Ghana no se yesuban aba me o minerals commission na me ye adwuma wo na adwuma ba na bibi ni na makwa fa me yere na ma register na me divert that kind of attitude conflict of interest I want grant terms man yan fa adwuma wa register o yere company for Hausa Ventures. There is another one too. Ena oyiri na supply eduane edema schools. Ena according to Yoko money laundering ne ade. The first charge yɛde papa ne sɛ was says wama yɛ sika bɛyɛ over 78 million ayira. So 78 million sɛ sika bɛbɛn no almost 780 billion. It will feed this school to be 4 years, another 2 years, another 3 years, another whole year. Sensiki, I didn't see make us. Abna disguised payment 50.8 million. Na boss no order buffer stock no we tia. I like you say we tia. I'm on one kasani company. Na ba beto no account him. Et the buffer stock tia sika. They say abna wo he. Na me u tia sika ma UTV a. Na UTV ejuma yaya ma UTV na ba beto wo account him. Et the papa yi ejuma o si o da no a o ye ma buffer stock no. Ye ko tia sika bia na sika na kasa ba beto o no account him. There was a time of 2017 to 2019 or send a rent 734,000 or see or the rent if you buffer stock was 734,000. The state is say enye no kura say sika ne rent sika and the allegations said that papa no so doso you no call court October 2025 May 2026 you redraw cases in 24 charges in ya redraw and you be new one I day 20 they are born abena ye nyina ni say na account only access of a account in the account
say no na lawyers neka say o mo withdraw that old charges no the new one no with the account and it wasn't part of it. So starting on a clean slate. No, they didn't indicate say what is gonna, but what they are saying they say AG or anything be a say you're freezing account now or more far.
I normally say a ban is a unya assemble public space. Lawyers no kasa mawono. Some of the things they say on radio they don't present it in court. So what shall abena unya asemo court now lawyer ni kasa in some all can na no de we feel say some way dey nya say bia lawyer ke sie bi wo NPP me money din ofi ekuapema chim ho wi say assemba na so kasa radio so because asem we dey nya sem hu so assembly procedure you realize the matter in substance is not what you would discuss me say Godfrey Dami a lawyer near na or NPP Attorney General. Na by free no sebe. One way a day chrono semato almost so our buy women no defending one court. Inti wajiti case in the bree aton so only defending
after Hanandi and when be no holding it.
Mame to community nyina na o onimona to community nyina na o. Woman or he almost everywhere. He is part of the case. Way or Kohanu a former Attorney General of a state. I would defend the buying against things that you didn't like.
But a lot of
so if you are buying,
remember say sent until
thank you into
even be
our 2 minutes or yeah. But see any more otu. Jogate yenim papa wusu ankoma yenim obeda samwa yenim former attorney general sa womu term they all went and stayed behind a Help in Nation building. They were not at the forefront defending certain things. The reason is for the sake we make because of for the sake of perception. Because bosumu miansa afi bakuya ekui afi just a year ago when na wo di abayenim say obi asebe why bone no when na wo taking on.
Okay,
all of a sudden you are no more doing that and you are now defending people who are alleged. You are a lawyer, I don't have a problem. But
the lawyer can hold them now. You when the Juma na oye. It's already so now Juma you have to be selective based on your past.
It's someone can be enough. Abena Hanan nas needs them the court in Semono. I'm saying you see on to me on accounting. On say on to me on accounting because you're in trouble and say you can now go into the account. Once you freeze the account, you freeze the account. 1, 2. the ayemi ngwa kakra ne say our travel restrictions to mean two coin. Just 2 days or 3 days ago, we were going to pay airport all 2 coin.
The lawyers no more can remember my engine to say sanity because almost say they went to the court and they say or mama no what granted the permission so between me 2 coin. They no so remember my fine.
Say what we call courts. And no matter permission say it could be said the lawyer has looked at certain aspect of the law and says I could grant him based on this and that. Aban said there be because your finance minister, former finance minister, or say Aban kwan say you took kwan akwa sabi ho yare wo awa brochi aba. Owie ya ya kata say what the ukwa ya wache or say operation no am ye and me nya recoverate up to now e kobe 2 years or 1 year 15 months ni sa papa ne mai enne wakwa ko jin krata so person stay in America. Dey be what I say. Eti se bibi sa ba mo bi okọ aban ho se ma me permission ma me ntu kwan okọ ye wa ma di enti na se ma Abdul Wahab e kwan mo tu kwan okọ a o ma enti aban se there be sa restrictions no mo grant and it's still in force. We will not allow you to travel. There will be a friend Victor Selon President Kufobe yo man panyini na ya born charge okọ abroche ko san ho yare abena papa no abroche san ho yare no ti se ye hwehwe no Oba Ghana Emma President Kufuor ni call court Emma NPP for jailing because obu jail no or call prison by Emma yare you know and now me no ka say you were same finance minister was serve aban by 7 years Ghana sika nyina hye nsa you say no be a wo ye na nya febra be ya no sa papa na kwa abrochire sa me kwa kosa me yare kwa 1 year plus abro so Ombra also on masisi person ye UK citizen and as American citizen. It is a Wahab person suya de kenefuriata eye yembia aban say ye ma kwan. Politician there that's perception. Abinati don't defend politicians when it comes to corruption. See they make a job. Don't defend politicians when it comes to corruption. Because abra what say children no a common do. So when you may be a binu ye abesin ko na say yes a chini pa na say ukoko di ntu that time now e bia wo pe 2000 a business e pa ko na mu awo e so no to me 50 million account 160 million account 5.4 million account I like
see you want to subject because the CS that
one I alleged
so these are
one say you na ko dina court no ye ni di asem say aban say no case bi e fa wo bra court na be yi ano say won tan yi ano dia wo nyentu kwan I just say we in some seminal ones. Oh, you some year as a court no acquitted one. Or to be too kind. Into any abutre. Non-tinaho. Na be a wire bonnie or your politician. Why your bonnie and what say Ghana Sikano? Your famra and fancy children. That's all.
Okay, Yamia Duma, yes, yeah, dear Quay. Mary Street, me who near me. As someone meaning me say the accounts are better. Politicians know everything, but virtually many of us know nothing. I am not a lawyer. I'm a communication expert. Inti am the bar man bit my didi. Inti ya na me measure say as someone me well informed. Me nkoso, me judgmental. Me ni ano start well. Or say we court. Inti me person me kan bebre. Owie ye no. Ne ntafre kura ya che ni kam. Sem ko ka nipa no ananka ye che so ka no. But members sem no so. Ye di kan or cite instance say ye Godfred boy dame. One no attorney general adentina say current attorney general kwabra before the case on another lawyer in political communication facts and credibility are okay o say Godfred the boy dame say ya dia wutimi aside instance be from the law as won to me ya a different na say wo ye enta say you dey say politics and adentina there's nothing wrong but say nya dia and the current one what is the name what is saying on na ye what is saying no of kwabra before no lawyer enti say nwanwa so buy where you should nolly prosecute you live in a glass house and we are throwing stones. Number 2 near oka ena yi pani bi ofiri achim ha I attach am worker attach excellence me ba nyabotre no ye Rollins lawyer attach was Rollins lawyer
no dey mo di nti o kan wa
yo wajani ne bi bia wota me wa mbokra me catch us when it comes to the pedigree of law yeah o mate nyabotre wo kasa bi attach Rollins mo kofa by on an lawyer attach o we excellent lawyer o kan sem bia nso so a ebam eno ni wo ho de to so bienu NDC over the years ye shasi a champion for to medu golf ye good dependent ase answer de aba that is typical of them e been what demonstrating wa hey a champion bepim no ba ba na ka se for to medu golf no current you are saying attorney general o shasi e na what ni yira koto bag e che se enye ni bie asem no e law say ye mra dia yen kan court mudi kan e ma di pan trial e be a public court mo ye no opposition and some of the in our ship so Musa by so you are not taking a cue out of that. As I'm okay, anything. You are tossing you as a person or anything. Sabi, and can be sure no man out to Ebony. Mumba Yano, Crown one of the Kiabo, and the Kufo 8 Kodem, and the Kufa do 8 Kodem. So I say, I'm a woman of the court, and think about ye ball, dear, your both first half, the Yakoba second half. One more including Penfu Aka, where we need Quadrado for Muka and one more cake. What Bible will be the only prosecutor. Now, yet, there is more credibility, some bit my trial be. Cambodian Casabi in dear moon Yansemu, what the more component can be among fetchery. Mobile somebody a cotton fee, cotton and budget, and you sit here, you are talking about someone, Ediana Hana, why? Men minimum dear why, Sakot really bury the Bible so a crowd why bonino. One you a ya train the drama your friend training do we know everything. But them only of one son, young wash out there. They are to be on some perspective. Kind of a real tell us and this is what can no money more guasi. Because Yasma Yeni Bieno, ye castle be a dance, Yeni Danciano. Sending them Tamaclu, no this year. A ya will no Gagogosi, Makola, anyone is saying, Cantamanto, one stores was sick. Young first can come over the board na bosum. Emra one standing trial castle yare mani koi. Okoye was one mano. Court nothing prevented the court so bet na koso mebwa. Anything no either say money lawyers and asem tru amodi ba ban mu no. Mo kata mo ania kasa ansem no. Can no for reata wa ye bibia. Mon try no. There is nothing wrong. There is nothing. There is nothing under the sun. A year a time amanyoje semu time and a mugusu amoye dia no waye mon try no because mami ya try no ko e ba e kura no yes ya command baby ada esemo a yeah to so na o say yes but look and this is one and you wo nyina o some of them are very discerning e bi no bon compare han Martin Pebu na say ye was na ye nhwe ni yo na NPP ba biewu a it's about time you spoke the truth mama party katayani Haruna Drusu he's my brother. I respect him so much. Was you a man in Pempen so ya bedroom muino? Any sumanya more than a dear na ya two be near the workers ya tonsu ya money crying moon sheni. Now of course me aminia muntaka mubarak. One so be kabi. If I were my brother, I would have followed suit. I'm a penfonus from Mokano. But me we na person mekano. Oban ma na okasa miedi. Eya na mesere kataya ni bo ayim. Kwada ni ani ayekan ani abade amunyina mbadamo. Se hanam time no na diane ho odin dia na dia kwa dia nko. Aduane nkwa no die ni nkwa ni adade about kan bo cham. Oh nyabotre. Okasa no let us bring civility to bear. Mr. Nyabotre. Aduane na mode man kwada dia na onua. Mo pe bi na mbadam. But me there I will never say NPP by young family control. I will tell women say be a complaining say a lot of them member wo be the student are saying oh will you stop that please oh kasa bi edi of am so what na Trump who say about years ago kasa bi enko ya ni what Trump enti mi ya person make come here tia say ni say ya kasa ni ma say Anyama aye basa. Anyama aye tanya.
Obia ho kwan se obe defending ho at the law court. Ena wa we public prosecutor. Who so follow procedures. it is sometimes kwa no asana ye kan kwa no you know nusinten a procedural matters no it can be questioned. Nti say dame ana any other person feel say e kwan bi a obi fa so enye mra kwan so ne ade a onko back to court ho na onko presenting the case. Ne tosu mienu ebe me wonwa say accountant yede mariva order and injunction atoso no obi beka say obi akoyi sika wo okay yemfa no say esi di ana esidi a ene na say bank kro no ono so o asembo no po because a court order no say account we sika betimi abetom sika ebetimi abetom the mum sika be free ma call abonten there it shouldn't happen. And the order is issued, the main recipient will be the court the bank. And it's a reverse situation now. The same bank will be notified. It's just we check with now. So as of last week Friday on another bank, as we see now, attorney general kasa na bank lawyer kasa will be ekuyisika na it is against a court order. We should verify says our order was it valid as of the time now ekuyisika. Yeah, they are not talking a bank no if it is valid and I was valid bank no so was it appropriately served, and if the bank was served then the bank has questions to answer. So these are basic things that we can do check easily. You can say a channel a year abasalis rebia but near me canam dear senior say yes so we are phones are no homes. We say drew baby ye ma 2 minutes be and sema ye fan say ye dear enti enano oje me girl enti me menye to me me nso meje wife am na ya sana NDC NPP sume akoye eno mani be wo abamu sa be no okay but opposition pa the same formula na no be adopted then you start crying. That behavior has to change. Emra no say na procedures be na say follow we NPP we NDC oba making sure say we follow the law. Now when I say you pick and choose, you say the law is in the bosom of the judge. That is fine. And also crown sunti na say training and call for SHS asem ya ye kan no obi sebe tibon koso bia no arise ya no about judge. The law is actually interpreted per evidence na digna was okay and say no am judgment. They be critical pa na the call Supreme Court in terms of interpretation. Even punishment the crowd na judge no ebe metin out and say obe tone out no. Sometimes it is based on the person's biases. Okay. So it's when no and they say obia no entity ebe in order. Na so ba mu be attorney general on for money to me ancient nsem. Okay. Non fan score ancient score sa oni nkofo be there.
Say doc me that say.
Asem na da ho no no yade a reho na so any da so
last week you know remember education minister make one of the papers no a report here and it was about drugs. Some of fry bet show mo say mo ye bibisa no ye mo the highest punishment, but it may no say highest punishment you say you be dismiss so e wo mu ana these are the questions I say you say
but that's it Mestre passes issues we subsequently you psychologists you counselors na you religious leaders me nya da je ahwe ye Quran num na Bible no so de material na ehwe ni nyina no a ebetimi aboa me apen pom asibre. Okay. Na answer na no ma me ma coach bi wa ha na efe nhase Bible can was say train a child in the way he should go, and even when he is old he will not depart away from it. No, your Proverbs 23 verse 13 to 14 and no ho Over Proverbs 23, so say, do not hesitate to discipline a child. If you spank him, he will not die. And pray who say, I will say, Entwentwen ho say obe discipline akra na nya dia obewuo. Quotations in the mebrebe na memfa play to the intro na memra sem so. Was it let parents then bequeath to their children not riches but the spirit of reverence. Ye prepare a japadia hodo de mayema. Nanso so no obuo ni nyamesuro no eno no ni ho. Say metini say oh enem kra no corporal punishment yemu wo mo ya fail totally. Ya fail.
Say bebo
yes ya fail kra. Oh ya fail.
Adenti.
Dedi kan na me nua ika say bi say enkra no ton da bi ebi no. Say ye koka ni nyina abom say enkra no nyina me ba we so decent me ka she nyame en munyam o wie ni last people of precept biology teachers no tie me o wie ya no frame daddy I'm coming home ma fie nya kono training bia ni wa teacher ni di be ma a chair parent and no patututu mpa be na no mo quite time be na mo ye bible no ana quran no say na wo de church no eye ntia minister Mubarak emuntaka ye nyina na ye wabo ono ne papa ekramuni kese pa oni ni nuanom samed no ne batuli no wo mo no kokaratu ni enso so SD for enso sie kom enti ye was certain semblance say ya nhyase am free fie a matwere konkron na anya dwuma na ya mampa ebo anya dwuma we should forget ye di kan ye hwe punishment a ne fare by eye tititi ache busia hodo osuma hodo eku ahodo obia eka punishment asem name of the ultimate relevance of punishment ni say you bet me aboa amansesan yaba enti bible say anidaso hoi tia oba so ti ase o say anidaso hoi tia oba na ya bia dia nwodin tietiem enam kwadaro na nkwadaro akwada bia anya boni da o ye ne ye tete ye ne tete ye ye no mo nsam a ye kan radio so ye ne ayire ne ye mansam a ye kan no enkwado nya du formative stage a e wo so nya botre
no wo fa ya wu abofra we frifie no akwako pick different lifestyle
me ba ya so na so kra so ye ne saa no a na sa otiti ni ye a se wo wu obewu ato nyame na ase adade be na Samson ne papa ne mama o ma anye no enso o kwai fa ye no na ni ba fie it doesn't negate parenting and only the first instruction a bit mediama so ti ase ye what types of a punishment ya e bia bit me aboboso ha say your physical punishment no ye bono and your verbal punishment na penifo ka say anokam ya chen you wan kam asem bi ho no mo a wo be ka kire oba ana teacher ni be ka kire oba no ya dia debate with Rajab Ben Carson, one of the American black Americans ni teacher ni and the car in Cransha Cemetery na Quran ni ban muswa he became foremost what they saying world neuroscientist so what you say and into no nsem and so can be verbally then another form of punishment withdrawal of privileges e bia opportunities kakra bia o see the why ye there e bia o phone kra masizi ye wo different types of punishment adia ba ko a e kwa bi so no aba no baba no kra no a edida so we tia oba mani hunu ya mfa bufuo mu da bo akra no every punishment should be reformative every punishment ultimately enti akra na oba ya kan asem school ni ade no oba hima ya kan yesu ya kira de ni bida but the tie ni say enkra ni bo okra na ohu ni sida ohu ni da ebi ono na na bi na tie ebi ono obi na tie society no an neglect no I will see etimi nya badaye ni atwe sankra no ni busa o background ni hwekwan na ono ba ye namfom so akoye no sa wo pam no dia at the end of it all no we are giving faceless attention a society no and was a back pass
of I mean bisa wo
metio
growing up no
yes
na ye suku mu even we later me kai that I mean so ko school we cross pen I mean dem ko school we cross pen pa nti edru pebre na won se bi ko sa December na sa wo abane ade so sorry na so yetimi so watade ne atwe abani mu say na che say yi wo to ne ye sha wono aba ye sa na ye
ansa na ba
okay ye wo sa na simulate wo school la ye follow no menye me say we at school a ye me koye na ye bro say you know yenka brofo ni adenti enwa kan kro ye a na ye de gu kom say when I'm chroma, your mouth of two chroma can be more be monitor we full come and over, you be punished. And see, as she would so say, sad, you know, mean the meaning so always you're cautious, obey fear. Said the entertain idea, no, who school, even as outside school, no, come wish you teacher near. You are called your teacher with utmost respect. You dare not disrespect your teacher.
Thank you.
No, it's happened. Am I young? I used to say, and you know, naughty corner. Bro, I will give you your tablet. And then I ban the whole fiction the tone and on Baba say, Sabine senses.
Bible say, and that's who you over. Messa Cassis said, the old can be so, see Jimmy Bata for Fracuma. But nevertheless, Mumma ya giving Cosi a caning choir. And then crowd me brown yet assertive no. In society, Fagan and Yaquada, never bring the Aquada, never just from me a new interactia. And then you know my assertiveness is killed. That is why I'm advocating say we need psychologists and we need counselors. About the ye Bobby, by him finance and tone. But a baby one more a chance of parenting. Entity apa every fear. Entity be anyone my chance any opportunity at that be yet reduce and someone making is the 2 Corinthians 9:27. What's in make 70 per diamity. Na me dininya. Na me ameka se machire bi no yi no me ankasa me nya ne emfre everything emfra everything young politicians here no we embolden the case. I'm not holding brief for them but your cap punishment there were various types of punishment then we are giving abc corporal punishment ekwa bi so ebebo ade na so repeated use of it no I'm also telling you say and now ko buster home na we tiem kra ne bi so story the neglect any say abusive you know and no so can be and in as smart as say we are advocating say abambre no that should not be the soul. We have other factors and we have to explore religious bodies. Mema sorry Seventh-day Adventist ye wo wa be start PF wo be do AY now your master guide and ye ma be from no obo say you obia na be ye de ba at least we nya certain percentage bi ye kan ya wo kan ye books kura na ye kenkan efie no school nimdia kwankyere ene amwadunum no na yade a those writings no wo bo twere eya a seal to morality etimi boayen again there na wo kan me smako school akurase da mikro ma hinsan me ko school SDA school akurase mako school akodie da there wo ka na me seresere mako bi da but the environment no was say akura no timu say Adam if penifo anim
na nti Bible what's what quote teacher konkono santi aso aba no
yes
in the Bible na yemfo so so kan aso but this na Bible ko quote say yemfa aba na
adie ba ko a e Bible ko
sebio sa jimie ni mfa abofa na koma ho
adie ba ko enya sa na tie dia David ne na your prayer Psalm 23 the Lord is my shepherd I shall not want was it thy rod and thy staff it to occur is entina ba ni so every bia we pick it out of context. But see, if I'm a literal crowd, was it any that so who? That didn't make catcher say, what can Miss Medica catcher say, thy rod and thy staff, send your David Kai, you know, and you tell their best you so. But even the old kind of crowd say, yeah, Cassady that was so tia badia, and non chess a pamno. You better not punish no. But more importantly,
in discipline, a year and bro, the rules and regulations in the schools. Yes, and that's a boy. As a deterrent of our home. We have my emotion. They say, because I know how I handle kids in the house. There are things you dare not. Until we expect to success, I will find a school. Most of Baba yes, as a child, now beg you to me because I'm afraid our parents only want to know or yet your pebia. It was here can be so. But yeah, Guinea say. Until nam abanuntin, saban so asem kwada me brebe. But since I say abanuntin, I am pam so. Oh, the flat may be with school. Now we turn drugs. And the man colleagues or maybe one but because of who influences and yet for exuberance or person explore person experience be and there are one of my own and we a negative influence on others.
Oh, every day you need watching. I will not hold breath looking at the nature of person I am. But the American say, yes, explore other a year. Ebema punishment I holistic. Yeah, the NDC abandon kwaswa. You end up one and crano the assertiveness will kill it. Number two, the best akoye Beyonce and crano even had in their heart. Entina Bible catcher say any that so wait oba. The essence of every punishment is reformative. And into Siabuta yani say, Yesu sanu yesu wamu ko karajesi bulala ni okuta biri mu wamu ponkokote amwa mebrebe. Entina as much as say nkwada ngo ban ma de eya e wo ho amuntie achiefo nso ntie ne ne say. Yema yi mu enim ya mebre no ya fa ne say oh adumako ba fie anyini. E so oware. Oware bia ya the societal pressure dia bre no e so owo. Na nsusu no parenting e so onya philosophy. Ye kan ya mpedi root na ye jai sa wo for ye nya yadwuma wo mo enu omote nya yadwuma okoduru honu man ye mfa punishment a when the thing is rotting to the core we are not going to do anything nembo no a stitch in time says 9 say parent no hyase na I can tell you say odo pa no a reform nkwada a chance say ye dey punitive for ibeye but more importantly yeah obai ma ye kan mebrebe ni ade ye kan nyina akwada bia nsa yida o everything I am penning for no empanifo ani eno omtete ye nkurase ye no omtete ye nkumase ani ade no ye nhwe binum lifestyle maybe so no do you know why I'm called a lawyer? I'm not a lawyer, but do you know why I'm called a lawyer? Empanifo ani ye no omtete a me ofadu jamfinom otwam lifestyle I want to be, and then what kind of role modeling and ye dey man kwada no is it there? Enti se man kwada wie na say we oversimplify it and oba ye nyina dia o se ani da so hotia oba empamono me kra na me mechira de no se wasemba senior staff common room I will make sure say me am fa kwan bi so defend o ni ewie a enka ko fie kra nkeye me won kra be se me ensan ne ebinum e wonyu ahodo ma whenever they meet me they salute enti na smart as say omodi we say no but omunye nwuru sakra no matter what yam pamono mane nko na opam na mna ko ni Ghana ha okay wo ko harden hata ni am mo faceless attention what happened. And then more so, no one central for the a small any
Mr. Speaker, before I proceed with my argument, Mr. Speaker, the front bench of the majority is acting very undemocratic. Mr. Speaker, as Democrats, they must have the tolerance. The government communication minister said all he wanted to say. We kept quiet and listen. You are 189, but you can't catch small bullets. Then you come under the guise of point of order. What point of order? You cannot take small bullets from the minority. You should sit and listen. Mr. Speaker,